Yeah. Welcome to motherfucking High Street. Shout out to motherfucking Dallas Rose. Fame. Rebels Empire. Your girl Fame Jackson.
Get him slow.
I let my court. I don't back and forth. When I shoot, I score. I don't miss the more. My truck 2 doors. Chanel full of ones. A closer done.
What's up?
That nigga
Back.
here got money that's good.
Oh, you checking out the show, Jerry? Giving us some views. Nice.
I was gonna
dude.
say, what's going on?
He's a super
I'm a fan.
You
I
got
didn't even
the
know
alert.
it was
Yeah, no, we're on. We're live. This is the podcast. I'm Dallas. That's
naughty. I know y'all not used to me sitting over here, but we just found out that Dallas has a crazy STD, so I can't sit next to him.
yo.
Ayo.
That's not true. We were talking about that before the show. If you were watching the behind the scenes on the live, you know the conversation. I won't repeat it. But what's up? We're back. Fame might be on the way. We're not really sure. We don't have a guest this week. We thought we did. It fell through. We thought we got another one. That fell through. So we're just chilling. This is the gang
It's
tonight.
the vibes.
It's me and Naughty, and our boy Jeriel is back. What's up? What's up, Jeriel? Happy
We
belated.
missed you. Happy belated.
Happy belated birthday. Give yourself an applause.
claps.
Give yourself applause.
No, with the real
No,
ones.
with the button.
Oh, with the button.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, with the button."
There we
you
go.
don't give yourself your flowers.
A
Yeah.
couple weeks. What you like?
Oh my god.
How was your birthday?
It was lit, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to the homies. Shout out to my homie's girl Deja. She's a chef and she hooked it up.
Oh wow.
Did she put that stuff you was talking about in it?
Nah, but she made this shit called cinnamon toast fucks.
Whoa.
It's so good, bro.
What?
It's literally like s'mores but made with cinnamon toast crunch, and it's like fucking insane, bro. It's like
Cinnamon
insane.
toast.
Explain
fucks.
this.
Okay, so basically, dude, first it's like when she makes it fresh too, it's like fucking steaming hot, like out of the oven.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like a pie made mostly with like cinnamon toast crunch flavor.
So hold on.
And
You said it's like s'mores. S'mores are.
I can imagine
Because
it
there's
like the cinnamon
marshmallows there.
toast crunch.
Yo, there's marshmallows there.
Is
So
the graham
Okay.
cracker.
it's kind of like the flavor reminds me of it. It's like
patty with
except
cinnamon
it's
toast.
mostly cinnamon toast rather than chocolatey. You know what I'm saying? But you
Okay.
get the graham crackery flavor with the marshmallow.
So okay. So sorry, I
but with
interrupted you.
cinnamon
I
toast
interrupted you.
crunch.
So you make like a pie.
It's almost like a pie. She makes it in a pie dish, bro, but it's not really like a pie.
So what do you make like a cinnamon toast crunch
It's like a
crust?
cobbler almost.
He needs to explain it all because he's so fucking slow that
No,
he just
bro,
can't get it.
because
I can see it.
was
I'm-
so-
I just want to know. I'm a foodie. I'm a
Honestly,
fat
You're
kid. I'm a
foodie.
fat kid.
You can't
bro.
picture
Like,
the
it's
crust,
insane.
the pie crust, right? And you go put chocolate and s'mores in it and then top it off with
Yo,
like
that
cinnamon
sounds
toast
insane.
crunch.
First of all, he didn't say chocolate or
There's no
s'mores.
chocolate.
He did say s'mores.
there was no chocolate?
No.
Yeah.
It's just cinnamon toast.
So why you
crunch
say
and it
s'mores
does-
if there was no
'cause I said
chocolate?
it
That's
was
what I'm
similar,
saying.
But without the chocolate. Because it has
And the graham
marshmallow, and
crackers.
It's like fluff.
So just mushrooms.
It just has marshmallows.
Mushrooms.
So
You know what I'm
Do you
on.
also think that Rice Krispie treats are like s'mores? Because those have marshmallows too.
No, those are white people s'mores.
What? S'mores are white people food.
Yeah, I know, but then it's even whiter.
Yeah, but we make them
Like, if
better.
there's a whiter
Do ya?
guy than you,
Have you ever made them with peanut butter cups?
Yeah, I actually made them
That was
with
a lie.
Ghirardelli caramel, whatever it's called.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, and you let the caramel melt. Actually
sounds
make them
pretty good.
better because y'all just do basic ass Hershey's, but I need some flavor in my shit. Fuck out of here.
I don't do.
Play with your bitch, not naughty.
Oh, your fucking place.
No,
Have you
you're
ever
fucking
done them?
trash.
Have you ever done them with red, white, and blue July 4th Hershey's? Probably
That's
not.
disgusting.
No, it's not.
That almost sounds racist, Dallas. I don't know why. The way you said it.
My Independence Day is July 5th.
If there's anybody that's racist in here, it's you.
You can't call you can't call him racist.
Yes, I can. Hold on. You don't think that white people can, or that non-white people can be racist?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying white
No,
people
listen.
can't call people
No,
racist.
listen.
Yes, we can.
The definition of racism is that you believe that one race is below or superior to another. To me,
Isn't
No,
that,
your
isn't
fucking
that
place.
prejudice? I think the definition of
No,
racism
no.
is
Like, racism
treating
literally means
Another
like,
race
you're
lesser?
another race
superior.
poorly because of their race, strictly
of their
because of their
race.
race.
No, that
I
makes
agree
you
with that.
racist.
That's racism.
But racism is the belief. Like I think the actual definition is like the belief that one
I could get it.
race or group of people is superior to the other.
Sure.
Because there's
I think
really
of that
some
as
white people
prejudice,
that in
but
their head, like, they really think, like, I deserve this. Like,
No,
it'd be
prejudice means
scary.
I mistreat someone because of what group they belong to. You know what I'm saying? Or I think about them.
Prejudice is that?
Yeah.
No, I think it's the other way around.
You know. They,
Prejudice is like prejudging somebody
They
based on
fucking each
something.
other anyway.
I'm
you know
not
what
saying nothing since on Dead Dogs, so I'm just letting you know that some people in this world really got it fucked up and they really think in their minds that they are better than somebody because of their color of their skin, and that's the scariest part. You know what I'm saying? You could be
the worst,
driving
yeah.
anywhere type shit. Like, I be watching movies, I be scared to go to the South. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not, like, somewhere where my family's at, because I do have family down there. But if I be thinking about, like, taking a road trip, right? Mm-hmm. Across the country. I would love to do it, but I can't because of my race. Like, I'm afraid that there's going to be a sundown town I get to and I didn't have no idea about it.
Yeah.
And fuck around, I'm dead.
Yeah.
No, you'll be all right.
No. Like, driving down, like, you have to think about, I live in East Freetown, right? We already got these long-ass roads, you know? But there's, like, the white people there ain't like that, you know? Like, even if they do hate it, they pretend. You know what I'm saying? They're acting like it's this facade that they're not racist. But I'm imagining myself driving cross-country and going through, like, Tennessee or Milwaukee or, you know, Ohio, shit like that. And I just had to get through, but it was late at night. And I didn't have no more gas. And now I'm sitting here, like, looking like a hitchhiker or some shit. Like, that's how I imagine it.
So I'll agree with you to a certain extent, but I think that has been so, like, forced because of media and shit like that, I don't think that happens as often as someone might think.
Not as much as it used to, but it's still real.
There's
still sundown towns.
Yes, I agree. But I don't think I'm about to go to Tennessee and that's going to happen to me. Maybe if I go,
if it happens to you, I'm saying driving down the road. Imagine yourself.
No, I'm with you. That sounds crazy. I don't want any parts of that. That sounds insane. But, like, I think, like, the likelihood of that isn't that much. And honestly, you know, I think people in general are pretty good. There's a baseline level of good. But are there people who are what they call bad apples? Yeah, I think in every group there is. That's what makes it funny when you make racist jokes.
No, there's
That's
what makes it funny. Now he is racist. I agree. He's racist.
Calm down. Just because you dress like a
It's only funny if it's a good joke.
There's good and there's
about
evil.
to run for office in Brockton for like a local
my mom ran for mayor. Thank you very much.
And what happened, Ms. Barrows? I'm just assuming that's.
Well, she said she ran for mayor. So
she ran for mayor. Cardoso, she came in second place. Don't play with her. Play with your bitch.
I was pretty close.
Was it a close second or was it like? It's your mom. I'm not.
She got all the.
No, it really wasn't a close second. But to be honest, the man was a white man.
Yeah, but that's in Brockton. She should have won.
But no. See, the thing is that Cape Verdeans are whitewashed, and they just want whoever's gonna make them think they're gonna get money. That's what's sad about Brockton.
Well, I don't know.
Cape Verdeans, half
of
us think we're Portuguese, the other half think we're African. We're beefing against each other.
Yeah,
to be honest,
so I'm not gonna say anything about her because I don't know her at all. But, like, was she qualified?
Yeah, she was.
You really think she was, though? Like, what did she do?
She was city councilor, and then she was councilor at large, and then she ran for mayor.
Did she take bribes from people?
What?
See, first of all, that pause was way too long. And then you should have
she
said,
don't take bribes from nobody. She got her own money.
Maybe that's her problem. Maybe
I know. She wasn't with the politicking. She wasn't with the fake shit. The Cape Verdean wanted bribes. Cape Verdeans wanted them to sit in their face and be like, oh, I'm going to give you this much if you say this person's trash. She had the white man who won, whoever, I forget who our mayor is, but he went and had this one lady.
Why does his race matter?
Why did this race matter?
Why does his race matter?
You know why.
Oh, because of the fact that in Brockton, it's very much a thing. Like, you know, like,
but like, let me play devil's advocate, right? If I was talking about an election and I said the black man that did this, wouldn't you be like, whoa?
No, I'd probably be amazed that a black man even made it through an election. And
I thought it would be funny if you did that.
But you know what I'm saying, right?
No, I do get what you're saying, but he is the white man. That's the figure in America.
Isn't like what you're doing right now kind of what you just defined as racism?
I can do whatever the fuck I want. My people have been freaking traumatized for how many million years?
Yo, but Dallas, this is what I will tell you, bro.
Yeah.
And I'll put the camera on just so people know I said it.
Yeah.
Double standards are real.
Sure.
Just like when you're talking about females.
Life ain't fucking fair. Yeah, double standards are real.
No, I'm not bitching about it.
No.
I'm pointing it out. I'm not bitching
about
it.
I'm talking in general. I'm not talking about you.
Yeah.
I'm saying double standards are real.
Definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
Yo, so like, let's compare me and Naughty right now, right? She could probably go get on a yacht real quick if she talked to the right nigga. But
the right white man.
Am I gonna get on the yacht?
Right white man.
Talk to a Middle Eastern nigga with some bread. They own more yachts.
I know a couple Middle Eastern dudes.
They own more yachts. They making Dallas people look broke. Okay, all the money. So like,
but they think they're white too. That's the problem. White is not just the skin color. It's the privilege.
It's the ideas.
It's the idea. It's the American.
Not the color. You know what I'm saying? I think people mix that up.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But like, I don't think it's just the color's just an easy target.
How about I say the money hungry man or the, you know what I'm saying, the devil. I'm gonna say the devil instead of the white man, and that way I won't. But him
only if you say that because of his character and not because of his skin.
Oh, I got Elizabeth in there. She said, bro, this isn't a double standard. Racism doesn't exist in this country for white people. Racism is a system.
Nah, I don't know about that.
That's false.
Okay, so explain.
I think there can be a racist system. Do I think America's a racist system? No.
So it's about first of all it's
a hierarchy. Is that
whether or not you agree with that depends on how you define racism, as like personally, right? Like I said, I think that racism is when you treat somebody poorly, strictly based on the color of their skin or their race, right?
Yeah.
So because of that, it's in my opinion, it's not a system. It's you're a person. There's another person of a different race.
But can you say it was built off of a system?
No, it's existed way before America.
Racism?
I got a question.
Before America?
Guys.
Racism. America's like 250 years old.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm saying,
No,
okay,
and by
that's
the way,
true.
guys, do you know that right now on today's Earth there are more slaves than ever before in history? That it is a multi-$100 billion economy based around slavery, literal slavery that happens in the Middle East. There's concentration camps in North Korea. In China, they have concentration camps for Muslims. So yes, racism still exists. There's much bigger problems. People just don't really ignore that shit. Because in China, you can't even get that information about that.
Yeah, because they close off everybody and then they give us TikTok.
But when that shit gets spread out, and then that whole thing about slavery that actually exists, that's real, that there's millions of people who are still enslaved in the world, people don't know that. When you tell people, they're like, what? For real?
Okay, but can I say one thing? I feel like racism in general is based off of a system because of the fact, regardless if it's America's system or if it was freaking the Nazis, it's based off a system where one person was made to believe that they were better than the other. So that comes back into tie with your thing. It's not just somebody who came out the coochie and was like, I think I'm better than you. It's a system because of the fact that multiple years, like my parents made me feel like I was better than you. My grandparents made them feel like I was better than you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to always think that. So, versus the people who try to beat the system. That's what I think is the problem.
You're right, because there was a thing in the South, like when back when slavery was a thing. The rich white people, they hated the poor white people too, by the way. They hated, it's about the class. So I think that's even more prevalent because they didn't like them. They called them rednecks. That was an insult for poor whites in the South. It wasn't, and then they, of course, they hated black.
But even when a black person gets rich, right?
They still didn't like
you
them.
don't notice how when a black person gets rich, right? And they're in those rooms with the white people, there's still like a level. You know, and it doesn't go with money. I could have just as much money as you.
I'm not denying that there are racist systems and there have been racist systems at all. I'm not denying that at all. I'm just saying that like the racist systems are a child of racism, not like the other way around.
So
you know what I mean?
let's go into
like there's racism and then we build systems.
And then people
based
build
on
the
that.
systems based on it. Yeah, I agree with that.
So what about this? Like in a room full of, let's say there's a room full of billionaires from all around the world.
The black person is going to be treated lesser.
No, they're not. They're not gonna give a fuck. They'd be like, yo, look at these
no,
poor
the black
people
person
arguing
has
about color right now. That's hilarious.
No, they're
I
not.
think they're laughing
Bro, are
at
you
us
serious?
when we talk
A
about
Jay-Z in a room with other people, he's gonna have to change his character.
Jay-Z's still in that room.
But he's gonna have to change his character. That's what I'm trying to say. You're not gonna be the same Jay-Z.
No matter what room he's in.
No.
That's why he's Jay-Z.
No. He's yes in a way. The reason why he's Jay-Z is because he knew how to make that face and be that person in every room. That's how you win. But it gets to a point where certain people can't do that, and that's what limits them. And I think that's what I'm trying to say is because he got into that room by kissing ass.
I'm not
he
saying
got into
you're
that
wrong.
room by like, you know what I'm saying? So he can't be himself.
No, listen, I'm not saying you're wrong, but the richest dude, let's say there's a bunch of rich white dudes, right? Even though
she said, are these men speaking both white? Nah, one's white and the other one's Dominican.
I'm black Dominican.
He's black Dominican.
Okay, and I'm with some white Dominican too. I'm mixed. So listen, I mean, it's just because it's reality. Listen, if you're in a room full of the richest men in the world, a lot of those men actually ain't white either. If you actually count the money that the Middle Eastern oil families have, you think the white guy who's also rich who makes money with them is going to be like, I don't
There's going to be one guy, there's going to be one white guy that's rich off of all of them.
No, but if they care about that, they're stupid. They should care
one
more about
one white guy's going to be rich off of all of them because that one white guy knew how to talk.
But when the presidents of America, when they're usually white, other than one guy, go to the Middle East, whose hands are they kissing? And who are they begging for oil money and shit like that? It's a Middle Eastern dude. It's a brown guy. So it's like, I think it's all about what you control, how much money and resources you have. But yes.
But look at that. That's funny. That's
Benefit
funny
acknowledgement.
because like the way they said it's kiss in the ass or whatever was for a Middle Eastern guy, but that's what I'm saying is that about the color thing for black people. It's that I feel like we fail to realize that the brown person has the power. But once the white man starts kissing ass, we give up that power. And that's what they call like our Uncle Toms or whatever it is. Not Uncle Toms, I forget the name exactly. I forget. But
No, Uncle Tom is the correct term.
But it's like you kiss ass. It's the black man who kisses ass to get where he wants. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it.
I've seen what you mean. I've seen that.
You know what I'm saying? But when the white man does it, he wins. When we do it, we're still his bitch.
Well, it depends.
I don't know because I don't see no billionaire black man. An Asian got there before us, and this is to me our country. How is there an Asian in our country? Elon Musk, freaking billionaire, came up with an idea because
half, right? Yeah, he's like half. I think some shit like
it don't matter. He's not black. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody black I could think of that's in the billionaire,
listen,
the top money people. That's what I'm trying to say because they're still kissing ass for a white man, thinking that they made it.
I agree to you to a certain extent, but Elon Musk is kind of a bad example for that, for like privilege thing, because he created his wealth from the bottom. He's an innovator. He's creating some of the greatest technology on Earth right now, that helps us out in several ways. Solar
That's
power,
good for him, but we're talking about America.
He's in America. What are you talking about?
He
has like
came
one of the biggest
here.
businesses of. Yeah, I know, but he's still.
That's what I'm saying. For
works
people
out
to
here.
be in
Is he
America,
American?
living
I
here,
don't know.
you brought us here as slaves. That's what I'm trying to say. Not you, but white people brought us here as slaves, and the fact that we ain't even in the top. There's no top dog in the like billionaire budget for black people. There's nobody that we can look up to like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I would
we're
agree
only
that there
kept
isn't enough,
in a box. Like we're only kept in this certain area because of a system. Because of
You
a
sound like
So,
Kanye
like,
once you put the glasses.
You're
on.
definitely
the
not.
glasses made me smart.
Don't you think
Cheesecake
it's
Verde
don't you
and
think it's
Kanye.
changing though? Like we're on a continuum, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
and it's like we started in a really fucked up place, you know, and until pretty recently, like black people were like not treated fairly.
Correct.
You know?
Still aren't.
And so like now like we're still coming out of that. You know, so it's gonna take another 100 or 200 more years, I think, before the generations of people are able to even out.
I don't believe that.
There's something,
because I'm sure Asians were treated unjustly. I'm sure Middle Eastern people were treated
still
unjustly.
are.
They still are. I'm sure freaking, you know what I'm saying? So
And
it's weird
different.
to me.
I mean, it's different though. In a different way though.
It's weird to
There's
me
just
how
different
somebody
history.
can come from a different country and come here and make it, but the people who've been here, who brought here on their backs, built up the country on their backs, still haven't even been able to see a lick of it.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you though. Is it but let's say there's black and brown people that come from different countries, right? And then they're like, you're talking about them, they're successful, like Indian families, Asian families, right? That's what we're
I'm talking about people from Africa.
Yeah,
I'm talking about when they brought the slaves to Africa and they took.
No, there's people. I'm talking about people who are here who aren't white.
The richest man in the world lives in Africa, by the way. He's a Nigerian. Just saying
shout out
that.
to him. I was about to mention Nigeria too.
Yeah.
I said, there's several groups of African immigrants too that come here. They're doctors, they're lawyers, they open up businesses. If you go into the hood, why is that guy that owns that, who came from nothing, came here with less than what we all had?
Yeah.
And he owns the corner store, and we're mad at him because he owns that nigga worked his ass off.
Yeah.
So like we can't really be. I'm like, is it? I think it's also a cultural thing because I grew up in the bricks around all the bullshit, in like some of the worst areas in Boston, and then the attitudes people have towards working hard, towards doing things legitimately, opening up things. That's happening more now because of information, like technology, like YouTube, people talking, social media, like spreading knowledge and shit like that, where, it's not, you don't have to be cool. You don't got to be a scammer to be cool or shoot this and do that. I mean, that's still happening a lot. But now there's people are like, oh, this is a different world out here. I don't have to do that bullshit. I remember, I walked down the street with a textbook once from school because I actually did my homework. And I got laughed at. They were laughing at me. I remember people
don't like seeing you do good.
Used to hide school shit because they were. I don't want to get roasted on the bus.
They were afraid to be smart. Yeah.
Oh, you think you're better than us because you speak well or you know.
I got that my whole life.
Yeah. That happened all the time. You know what I'm talking about. So I think it's a general attitude that we need to change within ourselves too. It's great to like find the outside sources that's causing it, right? And I can blame this and that. But if you don't start with yourself and then start with the people who are directly around you and in your community.
Can I say one thing?
How far do you think you're gonna go?
How many people you think have that mindset? Like I give you props.
It's very rare. I know.
Exactly.
I know, but
so I give you props.
Yeah.
I give you props.
Thank you.
But not a lot of people Yeah, exactly. Give you your claps. Let's hear the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I give you props because me too. I feel that.
And then when
we
you
fuck.
continue-
Know your fucking.
Know your fucking place. Same thing. That's what I'm trying to say. It's because me personally,
fuck you, okay?
fame. Me personally, I agree with that. Like I was gonna come out because my mom would pack my lunch bag. I'd have 2 Capri Suns. I'd have 2 chips.
Roasted. You got roasted.
I got roasted. Everybody's like, you don't know how to share. You don't know how to
parents
break.
care about
your
you,
parents.
huh?
Da 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 da. And I used to be like, I'm not giving you my Capri Suns. My mom knows I got OCD, so I need 2 of everything. This has been since I was a
Capri
kid.
Suns are fire though. What kind though? What's the
Capri Suns
flavor?
so
What's
bomb.
the flavor?
I like the fruit punch one. Not gonna lie, that was my favorite.
That
How do you open a Capri Sun without spilling?
without spilling, you just don't have to be a fucking.
Put your mouth
savage.
in the straw.
Yo, you just want to suck on something, Dallas. That's sus.
Oh wow! How did we get here from being serious?
Bro,
But I just want to make one point.
keep it in your fantasies, dude.
All right, Pinky.
Wow, Pinky. All right, I just want to say one thing though. The only thing that I feel about it all, and this is one thing I always say, I feel like the race thing is never gonna end, or this battle's never gonna end once we, as people of color, work on ourselves. But that is not a place for white people to decide, or for us to for them to tell us when to do it. I'm not saying that that's what's happening here.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that you take your time, but you have to figure out when that time is enough. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't be sitting here blaming everybody for being broke still or being caught in a system when the system can be broken and it's been proven. And I think with people like Kanye West and Jay-Z and stuff like that, they get mad at them and try to tell them that they're whitewashed now and this, da, da, da. No, it's because they seen the system, they figured out how to break it, and now they're rich. You know?
Yeah.
And so when we look at it as people who's like, what the fuck, how do you do that? It's about getting your ass up every day. It's about hating your job, but knowing to still love this world and knowing that you love your life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how many times that I hated being a bartender? I hate working. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, fuck this 9 to 5 shit. Or I should say 3:30 to 1 a.m. because that's where I be at. But it's about you knowing that there's something else for you. So you have to imagine your life where you're at, but know that it's not always going to be there. Some people just see where they're at and stay there.
Yeah.
You know? And so that's the hardest part, because that's what you're talking about is that, oh, you're doing good, you're doing better than leaving the hood, and you're actually doing your homework, and you're smart, and you're this, and you're that. They get so mad. I'm like, you can be smart too. You probably are smart, but you don't want to be smart because everybody else being dumb.
People I've met are hood as people.
Hell
who make money.
yeah.
That's
why
some
they
of the
rap.
smartest dudes I met are like, yes, they.
That's why they
you have
rap.
to be pretty intelligent to be a good rapper, first of all, and then second, like the ones who really make money out here, even the ones who sometimes didn't and did some rah dumb shit, they were smart as hell. You would talk to them, and they'd be like, yeah, I know all this, and that, but then they'll still fall into the trap. So that's the problem. It's been passing on for so long. It's been happening for so long that we already know what it is, and we still don't care. You know?
I think it's about the point when we're going to be like, when are you tired? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, we gotta hit a rock bottom to move up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like, you spit a lot of facts there. That's why, hold on, let me put the camera on her. She's running for office in Brockton, guys. That's why she put on the glasses. When she takes them off, she's naughty and she's a rapper, and then, okay, boom, she's not.
Bad
no,
bitch, you already know,
boom,
boo.
You're not gonna win nothing. You're not gonna win, put them on? Okay, word, vote for her.
Look at that.
Vote for her, yeah, vote for her. Now take them off again.
Oh, you're fucking
Okay, okay, that's what it is. But yeah, you know. But shout out to us for like having a semi-serious conversation, guys. I'm gonna round of
I
applause
know,
for us.
first time ever we be talking about crazy shit.
Yeah.
It was good.
I know we didn't talk about eating ass till right now when I mentioned it. You know what I mean? Which is crazy.
That's true.
I mean, because that comes up a lot.
Okay, so we can transfer a little bit into being more reckless.
Okay.
Right now, I think we should bring up, I hope you guys did it, a quote that you live by.
A song lyric, you said, right?
Yeah, song lyric you live by.
That's easy for me. I got it tattooed on my arm.
Okay, what's
Yeah.
yours?
It's my own lyric. And I can feel the weight of my world wearing down my shoulders, but I keep putting it up, so fucking move over.
Period. Wait, it's your own lyric?
Yeah.
I love that.
I wouldn't tattoo somebody else's lyrics.
I didn't choose my own lyric. I feel stupid.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm not a rapper or anything like that, but
He's not a rapper.
in my
Oh, your fucking plate.
in my older band days, I used to, do some vocals from behind the drum set and shit like that. So, that's from one of those songs from back in the day,
That's good.
Atlas Compact. So it's about, obviously, right, like feeling kind of the weight of things in your life,
Yeah.
and just putting it up, pressing it,
I wish I
getting
chose
it
my
off me,
lyric.
so get out of my way.
Get out my way. I like
so
that. I didn't know that it was
anytime I
yours.
start to feel like things are too much and just like weighing down on me and I feel like I can't take it, can't handle it, I read that. Let's go.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Let me find out. Dallas got some heart.
I couldn't really think.
Some heart?
What's up?
You said some heart?
He got hurt from that a little bit, a wee bit. Yeah, I said you got some heart.
I got plenty of heart. I'm all heart.
Yeah.
That didn't hurt. It was just annoying.
I couldn't really think of lyrics. I could think of songs that were important to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what I will say, one album and like kind of theme that always came in my mind, and I've always had that kind of attitude, is the Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because that shit was so important in my life, that shit made me really like. I fell in love with music a long time ago, but that shit really made it like a real part of me because I remember that album. I listened to that shit every day. I was always making sure that when the video came on TV, I would watch that shit, and just that attitude that 50 brought still brings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To life and to like you know like talking when you talk about like beating it, the system and
Beating what? Oh.
Girl, stop. You have the glasses on. If you want to talk about that, so,
Beating what?
No, but like you know what I'm saying? Like he's always like kind of like the bad guy sometimes, but he knows how to make it through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like 50 ain't never really been down. You get what I'm saying? Like he never like when was 50 like you're like 50 losing right?
He's a super winner.
You know what I'm saying?
Super winner.
50 is always winning and he's always finding a way.
And he's rude. That's why he's always winning. His rude
He
ass.
doesn't give a fuck.
He don't give a fuck. He's
No.
just him.
He's the boogeyman, but he's also like he's made people millionaires and he still does to this day.
Yeah.
You know, the other thing is he's really funny.
Yeah.
So like when he
But I
starts
don't think
cracking
he
on
tries.
you, no, even he's just naturally
just
really
naturally
funny. So if he
just-
starts busting on you like with Ja Rule and shit, like it's over.
It's over.
Oh,
Ja Rule
speaking of
couldn't
Ja Rule-
hang.
Speaking of Ja Rule, have you guys ever heard of Fire Island scam? Remember that?
With the Fire Fest?
Yeah, Fire
Yeah.
Fest.
I heard they're
Bro,
doing a
so
new
I-
one,
So I
1.5.
watched the documentary, man.
Yeah.
Right? Because it was just randomly on in these white people's houses. Shout out to them white people. And then
We do watch good
yeah,
documentaries.
y'all watch some of them, yo. Shout out, hold on.
Y'all love y'all damn documentaries.
Them rallies.
Oh my God.
But anyways, so I
Bruh.
watched that.
Do you
and
see what the fuck happened?
Mm.
Nah, I'm just talking about the fucking documentary, dude.
Have you seen that? This is
Have you
reality,
seen this
bro.
fucking?
Yo, so my guy, Kyle.
Ancient civilizations, bro.
First of all,
You think
Mind
Egypt
you,
is
it
old, bro?
It happened 20 years ago. Ancient civilized.
Yo, we need to talk about this, right? Because I was watching it, and first of all, Ja Rule was a sucker. Just because he was acting the whole time that happened, like, man, I'm just one of the acts. I wasn't really involved.
Yeah.
This motherfucker was in whole meetings about it. Like, he was a huge
Oh, yeah.
part of the company. There's video, because they were documenting it themselves, thinking, this is going to be this huge thing, guys. This
Right.
documentary. But then it just became a disaster show that later became a movie
Right.
about the disaster, right?
Right.
So, first of all, fuck Ja Rule for that. And
How do you know he really was faking it, or if he was just part of it?
When it came out, he was talking like, I'm not really a big part of this. I was just a show. They booked me. He was a huge part of the company.
Yeah.
He was a stake. He had a stake in it. He had a percentage and all that. Like he was in the board meetings with the corporate people, with the CEOs,
Ja Rule
and the
sucks.
investors. So
Wow.
first of all, there's that.
I love his
There
music
is
though.
a guy. His name
Yo,
is like Bill
Skin.
something. I can't remember his name. I gotta look it up. He's a gay dude who worked for the guy who started the fire.
Why does it matter his sexuality?
I know. We only care about white people, not sexuality.
Was he a white gay dude?
He used to be the logistics guy.
Because we don't like them.
Look, he used to be the logistic guy. No, we don't.
He said no, we don't. We're gonna get
fucking
canceled.
place. Oh, your
Oh my
fucking
god.
place.
Oh my
Trash.
god. Trash.
So listen, they interviewed this dude, this gay white dude. Shout out to him. And then he worked for the guy
My
who
boy.
started the Fire Island thing. He's old as hell too. He's like 60, bro. He looked at the camera. He's like, "This seriously happened." I'm gonna do my gay voice right now. This seriously happened. He said, I got a call.
Your
from
gay
the
voice. I
CEO.
thought that was your regular voice. I thought we just had you in your.
Yo, listen, take off your glasses. Yo, so he got a call from the CEO, the guy who caused it. I think it's Kyle something. I forgot his fucking name. He's like, they couldn't get something through customs in the Bahamas. So he said, listen, there's a big problem. He's like, I'm gonna need you to take one for the team. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, listen, I need you to go to this meeting, get this water that we need through customs. It was literally for water, and you may need to suck his dick. And then,
I saw that
and then
shit.
he
Yeah.
was like-
Yeah.
Oh, you saw that?
He goes,
You remember?
I saw this documentary.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this whole time you didn't know what was going on, but you remembered that.
I saw the documentary. I wasn't sure if it was the same documentary, but that part was memorable. That part was crazy.
It was memorable?
Yeah.
That's true. That's problematic. Can we touch on that? Why was that memorable?
Because the guy was willing to suck a dick for the team.
That's the whole story.
Listen.
I
didn't get turned on. I didn't get turned on. No.
It's a very hard thing to do.
It's not that hard.
Depends on the dick.
Depends on the mouth.
Listen.
That too. It's a compatibility issue.
But listen, yo. He goes, "Are you for real?" He's like, "Yes." And then he was like, "Okay." He's like, "I was fully prepared to suck that dick." He's like, "Sir, I started preparing. I started putting on chapstick. I went to the meeting." And then he goes, and then the guy just didn't even. We just talked money, and he was like, "Oh, okay." Okay, and then he went into the limo, relieved that he didn't have to suck that dick. But he said, I was fully prepared to. And then my reaction to that when I was watching, I was like, we need more guys like him.
He's a goer.
Yeah. Team, he's going to do whatever the fuck it takes.
He's a goer.
Y'all just need a girl that does whatever.
Whoever, a person.
But I have to ask, I do have to ask, how did this have to do with the lyric that I need you to say that goes with your life?
Get rich or die trying.
Okay, so what's your lyric?
Get rich or die trying.
That I couldn't think of a lyric, so the whole album and time period of Get Rich or Die Trying is what I think.
I think we need to get Jerry on the couch.
Yeah, we do.
I'm gonna say that. We need to get Jerry on the couch.
He's making me laugh, and
Let's swing that around. Let's get you on the couch.
Yeah,
bro.
and can I just say my lyric while you do that? Because I just feel like.
So if you sit down and then you just literally just the whole thing just like the top turns.
Flip it.
Oh, the top.
Yeah, look at that, right, dude? Look at that.
Oh my God, Jerry-O. Okay, so for my lyric while y'all are waiting, because Jerry-O's so awesome, he's about to come over here.
Make sure it doesn't it's about to tip back.
Mine's very,
so just, like, here,
very
just
basic.
Sit down. Yeah. And then just tip the whole desk. See how it's like tipping back?
Bring me the camera over here. Now I gotta sit next to him. We know he got his little thing going on. I don't want to catch nothing.
Yo, stop spreading that shit. And I will. I'll stop spreading it if you do.
I'll stop spreading it if you do. It's crazy.
You gotta scoot in more.
But how am I gonna hit this?
I mean,
Jerry-O,
so
it's okay. Just
pull
flip
it
the
in.
camera.
Pull the whole thing towards you now. Like whoa. Tip that towards you. Tip it towards you. Tip it towards you.
Okay, guys, I'm about to
press
sing
on the
for
desk.
you.
Press on the desk.
Oh, say that.
Push it down.
Wait, how does the song go?
There we go. And a little more even.
By the star.
And then now swing the whole, like just keep turning the
we're
whole
so
top.
proudly we had.
And then you can roll the whole unit towards the couch if you want.
Last gleaming and the bright
There we go. And get yourself a microphone. You can forget about your wireless one now. That's nice, son. That's no auto.
I don't know what that's about.
Gave you to the night.
This is better.
That
I bet the audio wasn't great.
Oh, don't cough.
For
I
the
don't want
poor
none of your shit.
No,
Anyways.
I'm just coughing up Guinness phlegm.
But like what we were talking about, yeah.
My lyrics. I need to say my lyrics.
No, we were talking about how
scoot over,
everybody
you
needs
scoot
a
in
person
a
on
little
the team.
Don't touch
that's
me, I
willing
don't
to
want
suck that dick.
Yo. You are bugging.
Everybody needs a
just
person on the team that's willing to suck that dick. I'm just saying.
Everybody needs a person on that team that's like, yo, I look thick in the camera. All right, hold on.
Yeah, take the glasses off. You ain't ready for that. You ain't ready.
Yo, you're not playing with me. There's a little curvature going over here.
You ain't ready.
All right, so my favorite lyrics are
Yes.
times heal all.
I thought it was the
and
national
heels
anthem.
hurt the walking, but they go with the clutch so you carry your lip gloss in.
Hold on, say it again. Sorry. I
I'm
interrupted you.
semi-disappointed that it's not in Keyverdian.
All right, so my lyrics was time heals all, but heels hurt the walking, and they come with that clutch that you carry your lip gloss in, which is by Drake, and it was in your Fancy. But I really like that song since I was a kid.
Why do you like that lyric?
Because I used to think I was cute trying to try on heels and stuff, and then I feel like as I got older, like the quote itself started to mean more to me because of the fact that like time heals all. Like, and it was just a bar. Time heals all. That's what we think, right? And heels hurt to walk in. And I just feel like that's life. Like, it hurts to walk through life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, anything you go through, you're going to feel pain. So it's like, it's crazy that he used heels to represent that pain because females will only feel that. So I feel like this was a bar dedicated to the females that Drake
He does
did.
a lot of that, right? Drake?
Yeah. And so I really like that because it's
Nah,
like.
that's fucked up. She forgot about Autumn Drag Queens. That's fucked up.
Hey, fuck you, okay?
Well, they're women too, right?
No, some people, no, they aren't. Some of them just dress
Yo,
up.
don't get me on that because I'll get canceled right now. I'd be ignorant when it comes to shit like that. I don't even care.
You don't like the fact that they call themselves women?
I hate that trend. I'm sorry.
Not go here.
I think we shouldn't go there because I love trans people. Do whatever you do. But to me personally, if you ain't never have a period, if you ain't never, you know what I'm saying? There's shit that you won't never feel as a woman. You're not a woman. You just decided to change.
You know what they'll tell you? Be like, some women don't get periods.
I still get cramps.
Hey, fuck
I still get aches. I've not gotten a period for a while, but I still get cramps.
I've been lacking potassium before. I've had cramps. I'm fucking with you, okay?
No, I know that this is something they say to me. I'd be like, bro, like,
I know.
There's like, it bothers me a lot because it's like, and even when there's like very, what's that word? What's the word for people who flamboyant?
Feminine?
Flamboyant. When people are
I think you got
gay people that are very flamboyant. I just feel like I'm a girl who likes girls. I'm not changing myself to show you who I fuck with. But I think it's because of the system, right? Which is sad to me, which I don't put blame on them that they feel like they have to change who they are to show what I like. Because sometimes I get it. Sometimes I be around girls and they don't honestly understand that I like girls because I'm so feminine, right?
Yeah.
Right? So you have to change your outfit or change whatever for you to get that I like girls. But if I straight up go to you and be like, y'all eat your pussy, they'll laugh.
Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a separate thing from like your sexuality is separate from like your gender or whatever term we're using.
Yeah.
Right? Like.
Yeah, but people feel the need to change that to show what they
definitely
like.
that like all like, you know, trans people are also gay, but not all gay people are trans, right? So like, I don't know. It's a weird one to me,
but
too.
gay people be flamboyant. That's what I'm trying to say. They don't have to be trans,
but
but they're
they
trying to.
Yeah, but
they're trying to change their outfits. They're wearing tighter clothes. They're, like, you could be a guy just like this, and if you're gay, you're gay. You know what I'm saying? Not saying like, I mean, maybe you are, Dallas, but
I'm not. No, there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm not.
I'm just kidding. I'm playing with you. But that's what I'm saying is I would respect it more if you. But some people feel like they have to.
You respect me more if I was gay?
See, that's fucked up.
That is fucked up. That's racist.
Yeah, that's gay. That's
I'm gonna stop talking because I feel like gay people are gonna hate me after this. But I love everybody and love what they love. Like, do what you want. But I just have never felt like I had to change myself to show what I like.
I've never felt any real type of way about it, only because it's like it's never affected me directly. Like, I feel bad if somebody gets mistreated because they're that.
Yeah,
right? I feel.
I
think anyone who does that,
mistreat somebody.
That's just evil.
They're
right?
already.
I don't care about. What
I think they're gay if they're mistreating people. I think they're afraid to do that. Anybody, they're mad because they can't do that.
Let's say they're not. They could
enough.
just be a bad person. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? No matter what group we're talking about, in particular that one, they've been a target.
Hell
you know what I'm saying? So I gotta give the shot. You know what I mean? I literally, when I say I literally have nothing, I feel I nothing it in a way. When I say, oh, they're like, I identify this, I'm like, all right, whatever. The only thing I would say is if you try to involve like the law or try to put policy in place, like politically, like saying, if you misgender me, if you misgender me, like you can, because in Canada, they have laws against certain language, and that includes misgendering somebody. You can get fined.
That's crazy. Yeah.
You can get put in jail in some places because you said the wrong thing. So I think when you start limiting speech and start infringing upon other people because of your own rights, I think that's when it stops me. You lose me. You lose me. You lose me. I'm like, I would have called you whatever the fuck you wanted, but you lost me there if you do that. But other than that,
if you come call me a guy and I'm a girl, you know what I'm saying? I've had dudes be like, yo, what's up, sir? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even kidding. There's been times I've looked rough. There's a dude who come up to me and be like, what's up? Or something like, you know, like a bad headache.
You must have had a really bad headache.
No, I've had, like, at the bar, be like, sir, or something like that. Like, I've listened to it, and I don't know if they slipped or something, but, like, I'm not about to go fine you for it.
Listen, you know what's funny? When some people have read my name, like when they read Jeriel, I've been called a she before. I've been called a she, in an email. Right. And then when they call me, they're like, oh, wait. Oh, okay.
Deep ass voice.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, honestly, man, because I've met like a transgender person before, and
really,
yeah,
I'm just kidding.
It's amazing, bro. I know white.
I'd fuck with a transgender as long as they wasn't like.
Oh yeah, you said you'd hook up with a transgender.
That's what I'm saying. Is I have no problem with them.
You said you would suck that bitch's dick.
If she had titties.
You said she would suck that bitch's dick. If
she was cute and she had titties and a dick, I think that's fire.
Yeah, but that's hilarious as fuck. They have so ladies, she will suck your dick.
if you're cute. Like, I don't want no guy that with some abs and like hard ass broad shoulders.
No,
and
you
some
know what's
titties.
funny though?
I want
What
somebody
I
that
don't
looks like a female,
I
but
will
with a
say
dick.
what I don't like. There's this whole argument because like YouTube deep dives are crazy. So there's an entire argument from a pretty significant group of people that say that if you don't like a trans woman, like a man, someone who was born male who believes they are a woman,
Or if you're not,
they
attracted to
think
them,
that you
that's
are
transphobic.
transphobic or
Yeah.
anti-trans or whatever because you won't date someone that was born a male.
Yeah, I mean, that's
So I'm
just
like that. I'm just like, yo, when
so
can we
far
win,
past
bro?
the woke
Do
line.
I gotta
Yeah.
suck her dick to prove
Yeah.
some shit? Like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, that doesn't
No,
make
but I
any
thought they
sense.
don't be having a dick if they was born male but changed into
No,
female.
you could still have a dick and still identify as a woman. They make
It's
a
a
huge
whole spectrum.
argument.
Yeah.
They make a huge argument that your genitals don't define your gender.
Oh, that's
a
ridiculous.
huge.
A dick
no,
is for a
listen.
man and a pussy's for a woman.
No, but listen, but they will say no. They will tell you no. They
It's-
say it's not important
it's
because
too
they're
acceptable.
because you identify, because you woke up one day and said,
Listen,
I want to
they'll
be a
bring
girl.
up-
I could wake up tomorrow and be like, I want to be a nigga and dress up as a nigga, and then it'll be over. Like, what the fuck?
No, but
Sorry,
yo,
I'm about
I'm
to get
telling you-
canceled.
I'm telling you, no,
I'm about to
yeah,
get
we're
canceled.
touching
But this
on
is
crazy
what I will
shit.
tell
I
you.
love it.
No, but that's what I mean.
No,
But
it's
if
too
anyone,
much, yeah.
But my conclusion is though, like if you like mistreat someone because of that shit, that you're just an awful person.
I
Yeah,
fully agree.
that's when that's
Yeah.
it.
That's
But
it.
if it's about belief, and to me, if God made, not even just God, whatever you believe, you came out the womb with a dick, you're a guy.
There
Or
there
if
have
an
been
animal
times-
comes out the womb, I don't even have to call you a guy. You're the testosterone. You're
So what she's trying
you're
to say-
able to produce semen.
You're a male.
You're a male
It's-
versus if a girl who
it's-
comes out with a vagina.
I mean, I think it's a. It's
So
a
you're
thing in the
definitely not
brain.
winning any offices, by the way, now
Yeah.
because of this.
It's a
And
thing
then-
in
I'll
the-
take the
you
fucking
know-
glasses off now. I don't want to
your
win for
fucking
office.
place.
I be rapping about transgenders. At one time, I said some shit. My bitch is Trini because she got it on her, or some shit like that. Or I forget what.
That's funny, like the strap-on shit.
Yeah.
It's something that
That's funny,
happens
that's a
in
good
people's minds, right? Where they feel like they're the other gender and they
Right, right.
can't deal with the gender that
But
they were
they
born.
didn't
Yo, so,
decide
like,
that
yo,
till the world
one
put
of
it
the
on
funniest
No,
them.
I don't think that's
No,
true.
no, no.
That's
Like,
not true.
I
If we
used to
wanna make
hum
this
shit
funny.
and try to pee. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I used to try to pee standing up. I successfully do it. I
Yeah.
could do it standing up. If they took that and they ran with it, yes. When I was a kid, I used to try peeing standing up, and I used to hum shit. Like,
Hold on, you
if
need
you
to prove
took
this.
that,
Let's take the wireless camera down.
yo, I'll go to the bathroom and show it. Like, I can stand up
Can
forward.
we do that on the
Nah,
podcast?
bro.
This
Forward.
camera
Listen,
can go
listen,
wireless,
listen.
bro. Let's get
I will
crazy.
stand forward
Let's
and
get
pee.
kicked off
Listen.
If
YouTube.
you took that shit when you was younger and was like, oh my God, I must be a trans. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the mindset was.
I do think that what's going on now is that like it's becoming such a thing in society that more kids are going that way. I think so.
I'm like,
I
they
think
don't
that-
even allow kids to like think. Like, we used to
But we
just be like thinking whatever
Yeah.
and do whatever we want. And we just did it. Now there's no like. Now there's a label to it. That's the issue for me.
Yeah.
It's that I was just being a kid.
So do you
I was
think though?
experimenting.
Right. So, but some like there's always been transgender people, right?
All
That,
the
like,
time.
For mad long.
Now it's
Like,
just become a thing.
now it's a thing in society where it's like you got to accept these people and it's a real
But
thing.
I
all of a
will
sudden.
always
You know what's
accept
messed up?
it.
Right. Well, in a way, right? But you're also like, that's crazy, right? So anyways, what
I
I'm
don't
saying,
think it's crazy. I just think that you
What I'm
should be
saying-
able to be you and like what you like or feel the way. If you felt like in your body, if I feel like I was a man, you know what I'm saying? I'm very masculine. I don't think it meant I need to go change my body. It just means I have more masculine energy.
right? That's you. You
Yeah,
don't,
exactly. So I
you
can't
don't
force
know
nobody else to.
what those people are dealing with. Like, I feel like it. I mean, I'm not a fucking psychologist, but I feel like it might be related a little bit to OCD.
No,
Where
there's,
it's like
there's,
you
it's
can't-
literally called gender dysphoria, bro.
Yeah, right,
There's a-
exactly,
It's
right.
in the site. It's in like a notebook and shit.
Yeah.
Like this.
So
to
it's like
this
you
day, I
can't-
think I'm
you
a
can't
nigga. I
deal
think
with
I
it.
could fuck a girl like.
To the point where you have to change yourself, right? And
Hey,
it's like
fuck you. Hey, fuck
I think
you,
that's
okay?
always going on, but I think that there's some people now that are a little bit confused about it and maybe don't have like an identity or a circle.
That's what I'm saying. Some people don't have an identity.
And they
They
say,
just
"Oh,
go.
if I go do that,"
Then I'll be accepted.
like I said, I think that might be going on. I don't. But the thing is, like, I try not to talk too much about it because I don't fucking know what that's like.
Yeah, it's like
I would love to have a
it's crazy.
transgender on the podcast to explain it.
Yeah,
That's
shout
what
out-
I would love.
Yeah, because yo, honestly,
For real, we could use this as a clip, like, and honestly, like, figure it out because I'm not trying to speak from a place of ignorance. I'm just genuinely speaking of somebody who has felt maybe the same emotions you have felt because, like I said, I like girls. I used to think I was a boy when I was younger. I was a tomboy. Now I'm girly girl. You know what I'm saying? But I used to be a tomboy, so it's like a phase. And to me, it's scary that you go
Yeah.
through a phase and you automatically change. because you don't know who you are yet. To be a kid and automatically make that decision is like
It's wild,
I
bro.
get why
You know what?
Boosie
kids
got
getting
mad.
surgery
I
and
will
taking
tell you.
medication like puberty
No,
blockers
until you're
and shit,
18.
I think that's fucking crazy.
Because first of all,
Yeah.
and there's a bunch of people in that community that will post videos of them post operation, and after that, a lot of them actually regret it.
Oh, yeah.
They have a box. I'm literally boxing bags full of pills they have to take just so that they can live normally. Like, just because if they don't take them, they could potentially have all sorts of health issues that can lead to an early death. And then they're like, why did I do this? I didn't need to do this. Like, for instance,
because your parents wanted to listen to you at 5 years old, that you
bro.
could make decisions
so Dallas,
for yourself.
this is when we get to blame your people for this bullshit.
Yeah,
I'm
hell
joking.
yeah, it's your people.
So like, yo,
It's your people.
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
my God, we gotta
No,
let
so-
Johnny think that he's Jayla.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
it is a
Yeah,
pretty
dog.
white thing, I feel.
it is.
Because
It
Jayla,
definitely
I'm sorry, bro.
I'm gonna let
Sorry.
you, like me, if my kid comes tells me he wants to be a guy, I'm like, you can call yourself whatever you want till you fucking 16, 17 and your dick gets hard.
No,
or
you
some
paying
shit.
rent?
I know that's crazy, but like till your dick start acting right and you're like, wait a minute, do I want to
Till
be in
your dick
pussy or
start
do I
acting
want to
right.
be an ass?
No, listen, but like, yo, I
Again,
want to
that's
give you an
different.
example.
That's different.
I want to give you an example.
how you
I'm
wanna
not gonna
dress.
say I can't say who, right? But I know a female who was around 13, 14, and she was convinced that she was a lesbian just because she liked how girls looked.
Yeah.
She would be like, yo, I think I
she
think
might
I
have
like
dressed
girls.
like the boys a little
I think
bit.
I like girls. Now she is the girliest I love boys person of all time. And then like 2 years later, she's like, oh yeah, but I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. So I'm like, think about that. Like, why would you trust that person's judgment? We don't trust their judgment for shit. Your brain isn't fully developed until 24, 25 anyways. So like, I'm like,
I'm
I don't know
24
about
right now. My shit ain't developed.
I know, we know. She took off the glasses 20 IQ points. It was crazy. But like, that's why she ain't running for office no more. But
No more.
No
I can't take care of y'all. Y'all don't
No,
even
but
know
yeah,
what you want. I
I'm
don't
saying?
even know
But,
what I want.
But just treat people like people, man. Because everyone goes through an experience. Like, I feel like that Dave Chappelle take on a special was great when he was talking
They
about his
hated
trans
that.
person.
Yeah.
He was talking about his trans friend who committed suicide, bro. And then she's like, just know that I'm a human who has an experience too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that makes so much sense. Just treat people like that. You know what I mean?
But I think that would
Like-
stop a lot of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I
It's
feel
bullshit.
like
You know what it is, too?
one thing is we don't treat kids like adults, but when you start making kids feel like they can make decisions for themselves, that's different. If you make a kid feel like it's not even just about, I can't explain because I've never been a parent, you know what I'm saying? But I'm really speaking.
that you know of.
I have been a parent then. But what I'm really trying to say is, like, if we gave kids the same type of leniency as an adult, but still, like, explain stuff to them, then they wouldn't jump into things already. Like, I feel like if he was already talking about gender, or if he was already talking about sex and stuff like that, then your kid wouldn't feel the need to be confused or try to test it out or be like, this is what I want and this is definite. Because a kid is very quick to pick something. I feel like they're going to know if they want that Barbie or they want that Bratz doll. That's the difference between
Or you might
kids and
just
us
pick
as an
it,
adult.
like let's say you're a
Off
boy.
of impulse.
Let's say you're a boy and you got like mad sisters, right? And then you're the youngest one, and then all you see your sisters having a fucking ball, having the greatest time of their life,
All type of
doing
sick Barbies
makeup,
and shit,
Barbies,
yeah.
all that shit. What are you gonna do? You're gonna be like, I want to have fun too. That's why you'll see
'Cause
some
you have
kids
no
doing
boys
that.
around
You'll start
you.
liking pink. You're like, oh, what's the matter? What's the matter with that? And I'm just like, that doesn't mean he wants to cut his dick off. You gotta relax.
He should have
Calm
been able
down.
to play with his sisters. He should have been able to do his sisters' makeup.
He could be
shoulda
doing whatever the fuck they want.
shoulda- You know what I'm saying? He should have been able to play with his sisters, but they separated it and made it boys do this, girls do that.
Yeah.
So he was like,
It's-
well, my sisters are having fun. I want to have fun with them. I have
Facts.
to be a girl.
That's how simple kids think. That's when I was a kid, I thought about that. I was like, oh, they're having fun. I want to have some fun too. You know, you don't think about that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know, man. Like, I think culturally it's also a thing too, because like, I don't
Oh,
see
hell
this,
yeah.
because I don't see it happening. Like, you don't go to Dominican Republic, you'll see some trans people, right? But you don't see it.
There's a lot of gay Dominicans. I'm sorry.
But I said trans.
oh, sorry. I'm just saying.
There's a lot of gay everywhere. But like, listen,
Nah, but
you know where it's a
Spanish people
cultural
be
thing.
really gay.
What the fuck's your name?
I'm telling you, I was talking with this Dominican dude, and he hit me up one day. He said, "You want to have a threesome with two guys?" I said, "Why?"
Listen, bro.
I've never heard a guy ask
You know
for a
what's
threesome
funny?
with two guys.
People, I want you to
That's
pay
gay.
attention. I want you to pay attention. She took her own experience and said, "I'm gonna apply it to the entire Dominican group of men." Yo, there's
just
Dominican men.
Dominican.
Dominican men have
I think she
multiple
said
families.
Spanish. She said Spanish.
Dominican men have
yeah.
multiple families with multiple women at the
With-
same time.
If they could have a family
We-
with a guy, they would too.
No, they would not.
I met multiple
Yo,
Dominicans
listen.
in Providence that is gay.
Yo, homophobic culture is very strong in Dominican Republic. I'm telling you from
Yes,
a
and
Dominican
that's why
person.
you guys would do it more.
No, it is
Because
not.
the homophobic culture is somebody telling
is
you,
not.
no, I'm going to go try it. I'm not saying you're gay, but I'm saying there's a lot.
but I'm trying to tell you that shit don't fly. You can't even, trust me.
They don't want to believe it, but I'm telling you, I go to the mechanics and they're Dominicans in Providence that are super gay.
That's them niggas.
Why? Yeah,
you
why
go
is
to
that?
I went to
She
Dominican
listed
Republic.
5 dudes she met that did some gay
I
shit. And then
went to
she's like,
Dominican
"Oh,
Republic in April of last year, right? There's dudes there. They only ride with their boys, right?
Listen, I have yet.
How many hetero Dominicans have you met?
She don't fucking know. She only
Probably
paid attention to the
right?
few.
How many hetero? I couldn't even answer that because I don't know.
Listen.
Probably so many. You met
No,
one?
there
You met
wasn't.
one?
Yeah,
I think,
one.
as far as I
Nice
know.
to meet you. Just one.
I'm not shaking your
Just
fucking
one. No, okay.
There's this other dude. He hits me up all the time. He wants to tell me he loves me. I think he just wants me to have his kid
Listen,
and bring him
if
to
you
America,
told
but he's
me-
gonna leave me for a guy.
She's basically said that shit like, yo, Dominicans love plantains too. They
Bro,
must like dick
it's the same
'cause they like
thing.
plantains.
Listen, in Cape Verde, we have one island where all the gay dudes are at.
That's because y'all put them there.
Wow, they're just partying.
It's
They're probably
called
having a-
Sal
You just
Vicente.
farted.
They're probably having a
Sal
blast,
Vicente
dude.
has all the gay dudes.
Listen, yo.
Playa, we don't got gay niggas.
Yo, shout
They're
out,
very hood.
Flying
shout
off
out
the
to all,
shelves.
shout out to all the
It's
second
Sal
families.
Vicente.
Shout out to all the second and third families out in Cape Verde and the Dominican Republic. Y'all the real winners out here. Take care of them kids that the families in America don't know about. Yo, just because we clean the toilets here don't mean we can have a third bitch. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my homies. But but as I was saying, trust me, I think it's a cultural thing too.
Podcast is getting canceled.
Because yo, like
Yeah, we're getting
in
fucked.
Bangkok,
Yeah.
like Thailand, the whole trans ladyboy shit is a real thing.
Oh, yeah.
They don't call themselves women. They say, no, I'm a ladyboy. They make sure they
Right.
tell you they have a dick every time.
That's good. We should
If
do
you ever
that out
watch
here.
Hangover part 2 or 3 where
You
they
didn't
fucking
want
went
none,
there?
because it's
No,
gone.
I'm good on the Guinness.
Have you watched Hangover part 2 when they went to Bangkok? Or is
I
it
think it
3?
was 2.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
should
remember.
call
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
lady women. I respect that.
Yeah, but anyways, we're off the topic of bitches with dicks.
How about
So-
nips?
Oh yeah, they're banning nips.
That's such a dumb ban.
Yeah, I think it's racist.
It might be.
Because who's the majority of people buying nips?
White people,
No. It's niggas in the hood that's broke.
broke niggas.
Yo, I think
white
no,
junkies
it's
and
just a poor thing.
I thought it was white
because it's a
junkies.
so listen,
They're
a
not
little
drinking, though. They're fucking-
they need to get rid of them shits because everyone who really is into drinking them shits is an alcoholic and has a problem, and they probably hit their children.
What
Yo,
is it?
so
What does it fix though? I mean, is it just fixing?
just
so
litter?
listen, it'll fix
pollution.
it won't fix too much. It'll do the pollution thing right because they want to get rid of little bottles, right?
Yeah.
But then they could just I think that's a bad excuse because they
Let
could
me
just
go
make
to the-
biodegradable ones, right?
Seems so like a dumb.
So I think that partially there is a problem with alcoholism, right? Everyone knows it's the biggest drug that we casually accept all the time, right? So like if you think about it, because I had to for a class once I had to look the shit up for economics class. Over 80% of the people who walk into a liquor store who buy stuff are repeat customers, right? No, they're not repeat. That's the problem. They're not repeat. They're just like, once in a while, you know what I mean? I'm going to go get some champagne, get a bottle, boom, boom. That's over 80%. The other,
That's a
majority, the vast majority of people who support liquor stores and make them all this money they make are repeat drinkers, alcoholics. It's about 10 to 15%,
But listen-
depending on where you're at. It could, and they're literally supporting it by themselves. Think about that.
But if you ban a nip, what do you think the alcoholic is gonna do
They're
next?
just gonna get the cheap ass vodka.
They're gonna
that costs
buy
like
a bottle.
$10.
They're gonna buy exactly. So
Yeah,
there's still gonna be an
it's still-
alcoholic.
yeah,
Why
it
would
ain't
you
gonna
not give
solve-
them a
It ain't
nip?
gonna solve no alcoholism shit.
No, it's just litter, right?
Yo, because
It's just
people are
litter,
gonna
it
get
seems
lit.
like.
It has to
Yeah,
be
it
just
has-
litter.
It has to be litter. Or honestly, bro, I'm kind of semi-convinced that sometimes politicians ain't got shit to do, so they're like, I
They're
need
like,
some
all
new
right,
shit.
let's fucking
Yo,
get
because-
rid of this.
Which I don't understand because there's so
Politicians
much
are
to
white
do.
people.
There's so much to fix.
No, they want to fix the fucking dumb shit.
I think it must be easier to do something like that.
It's so much easier
know?
to do some bullshit, right?
Yeah.
And honestly, there might be something in the background like, oh man, I don't like how that guy talked to me. His uncle owns like the
Dude,
nip company or
it's
makes the
probably some
bottles.
shit.
I'm about to
It's
fucking
gotta
ban
be
him.
some shit like that, dude.
Right? No,
It's
yo,
gotta be
because
some
I
shit.
just don't think it's always as straight and narrow as people think. I think there's so much shit that happens in the background, dude. That
Liquor
I'm like,
store owners are probably gonna make more money somehow
Yeah.
because they're gonna sell bigger bottles or some
yo,
shit.
you know what's
But
funny?
that's sickening is because now, right? So you're gonna have people who are alcoholics, right? Buying bigger bottles. If they can't buy that vodka, they're gonna look. I'm alcoholic, right? So
It is true.
So
She beats
this-
us after the show.
This yellowtail was $10, right?
Yeah.
So I get nips. Say I went to the liquor store. I wanted to buy like 5 nips. I'm gonna get it for $5, maybe $10, because sometimes nips are $2.
Yeah.
Right.
She's
so I
wildin',
paid
dog.
$10 for those nips. I'm gonna go buy a whole bottle of wine because that's gonna be the same thing as a nip, and I'm gonna drink the whole thing. I'm gonna still feel
I'm
the
not gonna lie,
buzz.
guys. I didn't know she bought nips. Yo, and by the way, when she brought up earlier, she's like, they're banning nips. I said, they're banning nips. And I was like, I thought they were talking about nipples. So I was like, why? Why would they do that?
Those have
That's
been
wrong.
banned. Those
What's
have
up?
been banned.
No, I know, but no, I thought they've been
No,
freeing that
free
shit.
the nip.
They've been freeing that shit. That's
Free
why
the
I was
nip,
like, no, we've been supporting
Let's
this.
just get kicked all the way off YouTube. We're almost there.
Okay, my nipples are on my YouTube.
Jesus, girl, what's going on? Is everything all right?
In my first music
Yo, them
video, I
glasses
showed
came
my
out, she
nipples.
wildin'.
Like
I'm
a
naughty.
see-through shirt, or you just pulled your tits out?
I had a see-through shirt.
That's different.
Yeah, I think I saw that video. Because it's the one
How
that has the
many
most
You
views
saw
on it.
how I
How
looked?
many times?
Exactly how I looked. I was like,
Once, I don't really remember the name, but I told you I
He only
complimented
watched it
you on it. I
once.
said it's
Says
a
he
good
didn't even
video.
rewind it, Naughty.
Remember?
How you feel about that?
no, I think you saw the one where I was beating somebody.
I think
My ass is out.
you had on like some lingerie in the bed and shit like that, and then you had some of your homegirls in the video too. And shit.
Was I in
You
a
had
tub
bottle
battle?
of some sort?
Yes, I was in the tub. That's Amy.
Okay.
That's
It
my
has
first
like the most
music
views, I
video.
think, right?
No, the most views I got is for
the
the
nipple
night.
thing?
So for the night, my nipples are out there too.
Okay, I don't really.
But the
remember that.
first video I ever did, my nipples is really out there.
Really out there, guys.
Go stream my shit.
Yo,
It's on YouTube.
I was
What's it called? Tell the
scrolling.
people.
By the way,
Ain't mean by naughty.
I was scrolling on
like 30
Instagram,
more
and
views.
homie was like, I was scrolling on Instagram. Homie was like, you know, when you post like the couples photo, like, oh, this is my girl.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if he peeped, but her nips were out there, bro. And I was like, man, did you mean to show this?
How so?
My
Like,
guy,
through
my
the
man
shirt?
probably wouldn't care.
No, I know. I'm saying I know some people wouldn't care, but I'm just like, I don't think he meant to show this. You know what I'm saying? When
How do you
people
not
do
notice?
some shit, I don't know. Because he was
He
like
know.
taking a photo like
He
this,
know.
and then I
See-through
think they
shirt?
were hard. No, you
Or-
just see the piercings, and then you could see them
I
sticking
want to
out.
go see my boyfriend.
Oh, that's nothing.
Can we get out of
It's
here?
not too bad. I want to go see your man. Yo, we talked about free the nip, and she's like, I want to get out of here. My left titty. Yo,
My
her
left
left titty been
titty.
through it, guys. Every song, her left titty just been through it.
We should have played my song at the end.
We will.
We could.
But is it on the laptop?
It can be. Yeah, of course. Yeah. we
Yo,
made it
yo.
on
So
the
like,
laptop.
wait, do we think
Yeah.
that Takashi getting beat up shit is real, or do you think it's staged so you could get?
Oh
views?
yeah, I want to see the video, dude.
I
Okay,
didn't
let's pull
see
it
it.
up.
I want to see
Let's
it.
pull it
Yeah,
up.
let's
Let's
see if
pull
we
it
can
up.
do that. So hit the. Yeah. there
While
you
we're
go,
doing
yeah.
that, I want to ask, what do you guys think about a female's pussy farting?
Jesus Christ.
I think that happens.
If it happens
How
during,
does it make you feel?
if it happens during, I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
It's my fault usually.
Okay.
He's airing it out.
You've ever had a pussy fart for you?
yeah.
Me?
Is this Takashi right here
Yeah,
getting
it's
his
Takashi
ass
getting his
beat?
ass
His
kicked,
yeah.
His
Oh,
long
this
ass
video
hair. He looks
sucks.
like a girl.
That's
the
the only
terrible
video,
videos.
bro. I
TMZ
looked.
fucking sucks, dude.
No, this is the
Do it
only
again, do it
video.
again, do it
this
again.
is the only video online. I looked everywhere.
Yeah, put it back.
Even on Instagram, this is the only video you see of of this potentially being the fight. They fucking stomping on. It's from some dude's Snapchat.
That looks like WWE type shit. The
I
way
know,
he fake
right?
He
ass
just no.
stomped.
He kicked his ribs, and if you look at his face,
So the thing is
yeah,
like
that looked fake right there.
But who are
his
these
face
people
is
beating him
fucked
up?
His face is fucked up.
Who are these people beating him up? That looks
Some
like
random
security.
niggas at LA Fitness.
I don't know.
Where
man.
is his security? Nah,
So
but
it has to be real if his face is fucked up, but it's just like, or maybe he put fake blood. Like,
yo,
what the
so
fuck?
What
Nah,
I
I
will,
saw a picture of him in the hospital. His face was fucked.
Why do they want to beat
There's
him
a
up?
Stream Deck button too, Joe.
Why do they want to
where
beat
do I
him
go?
up?
What do I hit?
Just hit. Just press the button on the Stream Deck. Back to show, I think.
Back to show.
Or just go to podcast show in OBS.
But yeah, so yeah.
There we go.
Yo, so I think it might be just because. First of all, that dude is always with security, and from everything I've heard about him, he has almost the best security.
The people who's fighting him look like security.
They did too, right? They're all big as shit. And why would these random non-gangsta looking dudes beat the shit out of him, right? In Florida?
And where was the security? Like, they didn't even rush in.
No, that's what I'm saying. He has never been without it. The only time I've ever seen videos.
It looked like he was losing clout, so he had his fucking security beat his ass.
The only time I've seen him not be with like fully decked out with mad security is when he's in like Dubai, where there's like zero crime, right?
Yeah, because you can't fight in Dubai. You can't do shit in
Yeah,
Dubai.
You can't do nothing.
Shit.
No, but I heard Dubai's fire as fuck. But
But that's good because there's no crime.
yeah,
I'll live
look,
out there.
Yo,
There's no
people have
crime.
said I'll leave my $500,000 watch and somebody will return it to me. That's what they say that happens out there. Like nobody steals. There's zero crime there. You barely see cops.
Because you get fucked up if you get caught.
Yeah,
right?
if you fuck them over, yeah, you done. But like, and not the easiest.
I'm about to marry the Prince of Dubai. Whoever you are.
He's like, that's like the
Shout out Naughty's boyfriend.
Yo,
Oh my God! Don't say that because my boyfriend's gonna break up with me.
is he the Prince of Dubai?
You're the one that said-
Is he the Prince of Dubai?
No.
Damn.
He's still a king.
Okay, there we go. Boom. She saved it. She saved it, guys. She saved it.
King of
your fucking
Nigeria.
plate.
Yeah, but yeah, like so. I think it's staged. That's the main subject of that video, right? I actually do. I think there's like a 60-70% chance it is potentially, just because I've seen videos of his security with them. You can't get near, dude.
Yeah.
They are like, you can't even see him when they're around him. They're gigantic, military trained, all sorts of shit, strapped up. I'm like, and in Florida, you know they strapped up too. Like, it's stand your ground law.
Unless he ran out of money and he couldn't pay him anymore. Or
No,
some
but
shit.
he's still making mad money, bro. Like,
Gotta be, right?
Oh, you think the security beat his ass because he couldn't pay them?
nah.
No. I just mean like
He spends all his money on
why,
security.
I'm saying, why
All
would he
of
have
it.
no security?
Because that's why I think it's fake.
Right.
Yeah. That's why I think potentially it's
The
fake.
only thing that makes me think it's real is how fucked up he was.
When's the last time he dropped music?
Maybe the people who fucked him up really wanted to fuck him up.
I mean,
Nobody could like that man. I don't believe anybody likes that man. He's a snitch.
No, if you
But you didn't
watch,
snitch on your security when they beat your ass, but you
Nah,
snitch on everybody
yo,
else so you
shout
don't go
out-
to
shout
jail,
out-
pussy.
Shout out Steve will do it. He's the man. He's actually friends with 6ix9ine, and there's all sorts of videos with him in it. And like, people actually like him. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. People, I think in our culture, people can't stand him because of how we grew up and shit like that. And in general, no. But then when you go see and he's got more people at his shows than the niggas talking shit about him, you're like, damn, what happened?
That's another thing.
Yeah, that's the same thing. Like when people talk about Russ, like they're
I'm
like,
gonna make everybody hate me.
yo, they be talking about Russ like, yo, Russ ain't shit. Russ is this and that. But then he'll sell out a stadium. You could barely sell out fucking House of Blues in Boston or
who says
fucking
Russ ain't shit? How could
all
you-
I
these
never
all the
heard that
rappers that he
either.
beefs with. They talk mad. Yo, trust me, there's
really?
mad Russ hate. Mad Russ hate.
Really?
You probably don't recognize it because, yo, first of all,
He
he's got-
probably sold his soul to the devil.
maybe, but he's got so many female fans too. Shout out to the females, right? Just because y'all are real fans, because y'all actually go to the shows
And we
Y'all
listen to
actually
music.
y'all actually listen to the music. Some of the best music opinions will be from a woman who loves music, not just some casual whatever. The women who really listen to music, they'll be like, yo, you're like, damn, this bitch don't bet more than me. What the hell?
Yeah.
And then you be learning shit. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta listen. But them Rush shows be packed because they know every fucking lyric. Every lyric.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the guy's gonna sit there with pride. He might really love Russ,
Depends
but
on who
he's
it
not
is.
gonna.
It got to be some hard shit for dudes not to be like, I'm not about to sing that.
Yeah, but
You know
that's what I'm saying. Is a female will sing or rap anything.
Yeah.
Well, it's easier for a female to idolize a man than it is for a man to idolize a man.
Depending on
In a way.
what it's for.
You know?
You
If-
idolize every man.
What do you mean?
You're-
You mean me personally?
No, not really. He's like, the only thing he idolizes is that guy who's allergic to latex.
Yeah.
He idolizes the Trojan man.
Nah, he hates that guy.
Oh, you're
He hates that
actually
guy.
right. I'm drunk now. He's your enemy.
He fucked everything up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nah.
You know,
awkward.
you know who he is, bro? You remember when like the Greeks and Achilles attacked the Trojan horses and
The
shit?
Trojan horse.
You're the Greeks, bro. You're like, fuck that. We're done.
Say
We're burning it
Tecanis.
down. Yeah, Tecanis.
Tecanis.
That just sounds like Italian.
Película.
Yo,
Tecanis means how are you?
it's fun. That was in Cape Verdean, right? It sounds
No,
almost
it
Italian.
wasn't. It wasn't in Creole.
Is it Italian?
Tecanis is Greek for saying hello. That's how you
Tecano.
Greek.
Well, it's a
Tecanis.
Spanish. We call it,
And then you say
un
película to
tecano.
say I'm
Un
good, how
tecano
are
is
you?
like a thug in Spanish. It's like a
Well,
thug.
in Greek, Tecanis is how are you? And then you say lipshukazo. That means move, stupid.
Oh damn, girl, what the fuck? Yo, these Greek people rude.
Damn.
Yo, so like
Kazo sounds so rude. Like lipshukazo.
lipshukazo.
Yeah.
It almost
What does
sounds
it
like
mean?
you called them the N-word in
Is
like
that Greek?
Yeah,
That's
it's like
crazy.
How do you know
leave,
Greek?
stupid. Because I used to work
Yeah,
at
what's
a
up with
Greek
that?
restaurant.
What's up with that?
I know Greek, I know
I love
Haitian.
Greek food.
I know
Shout out Greek
Lebanon. Lebanon, I only know, what do I know in Lebanon?
Lebanese.
Yellow bye. Yellow bye means bye. Good night.
I know. I used to work with like almost 90% Cape Verdean women, and all they taught me was like
Katata.
they taught me some bullshit. They were like krika, pica, cadera,
That's all. Pussy, dick, ass.
code.
Kodem means my baby.
Yeah, so whenever a customer walked in, that they was like that even looked at them anyway, I was like, "Is that your code?" And they used to be like, "What the fuck? No." And a couple times they actually were, by the way. That ended up happening at my job. It got kind of nasty. Yo, somebody's wife came in looking for one of my coworkers because they was doing some nasty on the side.
Oh no.
She's like, "Where this bitch at?" She came in there looking for her and everything.
Oh wow.
He was married and shit.
Cape Verdean women are shiesty. I'm
Shiesty
not
as fuck,
gonna
yo.
lie.
Yo,
like,
but but
because
first
we be
of all,
low with it. Like we won't.
It's
We
funny.
don't even care. Like if you got a man,
No,
not
no,
we.
it's crazy.
Not we.
No.
Not
I know
we.
what you
said
meant
it.
though in general,
said it.
right?
Yeah.
Because like, first of all, facts. Because I worked with I worked with all Cape Verdean women, and the way they talked about other chicks, dudes, I was like, what the fuck, bitch? And then they'll have a man too. I'll be like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, this attitude is so wrong.
Yeah,
Yo,
they don't care because
but
the
then-
Cape Verdean men are like that. We're just better at it.
Yeah, unless that Cape Verdean dude is one of them dudes who got like 20 families. You know what I'm saying? But anyways.
Yes,
Yeah.
my nephew has 20. Okay, so his dad has
she-
23 brothers and
crazy.
sisters with 4
Yo.
or 5 different mothers.
My Cape Verdean homie just found out he has like a 19-year-old sister.
I'd be afraid my dad's gonna come home from Cape Verde and tell me that I got a sister from somewhere else.
Man, he
I
probably
know about
already
all
do.
my
You
sisters
probably
right
already do.
now, but he just. Let me not talk about this. Never mind.
No.
Because if
No.
my stepmom ever see this, she's gonna be like, "Wait a
Yo,
minute."
but you know what's funny? You probably already do. You don't even know about it. But the funny thing is that I will say, because we was like, oh, they're shicey and stuff. Cape Verde, they'll be complete opposite too, though. They'll take the good ass care of you. Because I've been invited to y'all parties and the holiday shit. It's mad loving and you get mad food. They make sure you're taking care of all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
Unless you cross them and then it gets really nasty.
Yeah,
but then
we're
they'll
gross.
stab you.
Yeah,
They'll stab you.
yeah,
You
we're
know what I'm
crazy.
saying? And they
No,
will
but
stab
my
you.
man knows I'll take care of him. I'm not gonna do no dumb shit.
Yo, when she cuts you, bro, she'll stitch you up. Don't worry about it. She'll take some cachupa
Oh,
she made.
I see my
Yo,
stepdad
and then
and my
she'll
mom
take
do
some
that. My
cachupa,
dad
put it in
cut
the
her
wound for
finger
you.
off, and I'm getting crazy.
Yeah.
But like my dad, or maybe it was my stepmom that cut my dad's finger off. I don't remember how it
How do
went,
you
but
not remember?
Yeah.
because
Did
I
you-
was a kid. I was
So
probably like
the
5.
wound,
Does
the wound that
doesn't
happened.
somebody not
There
have
was
a finger
blood.
anymore?
There was blood everywhere.
Who doesn't have a finger?
I think it was my stepmom.
Okay, damn. Okay.
But then she hurt my
Statute of
dad.
limitations,
My
stop.
mom and my stepmom got into a fight too, but my mom's pussy as fuck. Like
no.
she went and pulled up on
She's a
my
politician.
stepmom. Exactly. She be acting like
Not
she
a
went and
fighter.
pulled up
Not
on
a
my
fighter.
stepmom and wasn't even with the banging type shit. My mom heard and she's like, "Oh, my arm," and then left in the ambulance. Like, you pussy.
So listen.
That's why my stepmom would never respect me, but I still got she pull up to me. I beat her ass. Oh.
Oh, that was what happened. Oh, you just called her out. Okay, got you. So she's talking about her dad's third wife that the other wife doesn't know about.
Yeah. Not
That's
that
how you
stuff.
can
No, because my stepmom took my dad
I'm
from my
trying-
mom.
I'm trying to fucking help you out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like the person. Damn, yo, you try to help her out. Then, yo, so wait, how did they cover up the wound? Did they take some cachupa and then just go, here you go?
Cachupa's crazy. I don't know, but I remember being in the bathroom and I came out. I was like, "What's going on?" And they told me to go to my room, and I came back and there was an ambulance already and just mad shit.
Yo, yeah. I mean, those fights be crazy because I can't even say it's. I'm gonna be less as controversial as you, and I'm not gonna put names and titles on people. I've definitely seen because one kid threw a rock at another kid, like messing around, and like cracked his head open. The mom came through.
You talking about my brother?
No. I'm not talking about your brother.
My brother got a rock
Girl,
to
which
his
one?
head.
See, you get too personal. Relax. I'm not trying to tell any titles. I don't know your fucking brother. But listen, your 30 brothers. But listen. So the kid threw a rock at the other kid's head. The dude who got hit, he was like, oh my God, he was bleeding, everything, had to get some stitches. The mom came through and in front of the cops beat that kid's mom's ass. Like, threw her down.
She was Cape Verde?
Slapped her up. Nah, she was Dominican. And then the other chick was Dominican too. She slapped her up, fucking almost threw her down the stairs.
Man,
She
I don't
fell
blame
down
her.
a few steps. Yo, the cops to this day remember this lady because I was with her once, and she goes, they were like, "Oh, I remember you." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I won't say who it is, but it's a family member of mine that I'm talking about. But like, I was like, and I was there, and I was just like, yo, that's crazy. They still remember her. Like years. I'm telling you, years later, like 15.
Dude,
20
I
years.
don't blame her, man. I would do that. would
I know
fucking
for
be
you,
ready to kill
but she's like,
somebody.
I can't hit this kid, but I'm gonna beat you.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna beat your ass. Somebody's
Yeah, you
answering
taught
for
him.
this. Yeah, facts.
Well, you didn't teach him.
That kid was a dick. His sister was hot though. Not gonna lie.
Nice.
Oh, the best revenge. My cousin ended up fucking his sister. So there we go.
The kid that got the rock hit,
The kid who threw the rock.
his
my
sister got fucked by.
Yes, by my cousin. So
By
shout out
the-
to my cousin.
Your cousin got the rock in the head.
No. It was another dude. So he was there though. My cousin was there, but then he ended up fucking the cousin.
That's
I
pretty
really
sad.
hope my stepmom don't see this ever.
Yo, but it's which stepmom? That's where you're Cape Verdean, so people don't know.
I've only had one.
Girl, stop. You're not.
She'll understand.
Yeah,
she really like took
she understands. She gave her,
did your mother wrong and all that type of shit.
She's never gonna understand. She be treating me like shit, or maybe,
fuck her then.
Or maybe she don't treat me like shit. Maybe she wants to be my friend, but I don't fuck
Listen,
with her because I walk around
Naughty,
my
this is
house
what I
like,
would
look at me, I look like Tina.
Listen, Naughty, this is
you
what I
really?
would
My
tell
mom's
you.
name is Tina. I live with my stepmom. But like, I hope she looks at me every day like, damn, this bitch look like her mother, and I'm just there.
Listen, Naughty, this is what I would tell you.
I'm her living nightmare. That's what I live to be. Like, she beat my mom's ass and took her man from her, but every day I wake up and I'm there.
Listen, this is what I will tell you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you have to see my mama's face every day.
For a Cape Verdean war story, your shit ain't even that bad because I heard way worse than this.
Oh, you haven't heard the worst of it. I just gave you something that
know,
was
no,
light to me.
I've heard
but because I'm
some horrible
untraumatized to it, it felt like it's light to me. But I'm like, wait a minute, what if these people think this is
listen.
sick?
By the way,
You know?
it's funny when you're like from that kind of background and like some crazy shit happened, and then you'll talk about it in school or at work, and
And
like,
everybody's like, whoa.
oh, that's not normal.
Yeah,
Yo, like,
yeah, right.
as
And I'm over here like,
Yo, that's happened so many times with Fame.
yo, as somebody
She'd be
from,
like, I used to get in the fight, and if I lost, my brother would beat me up. I was like,
yeah. Yo. So like
Poor
I would
thing.
tell a hood story of something I witnessed. Like, it was crazy, man. My neighbor got stabbed when he was going to the store and he was with his baby. He dropped the baby and I was telling the story and then I'm at college and they're like, what the fuck? Like, and I'm like, oh.
why are we laughing is the problem.
Yo, I know. I'm saying no, but that's
crazy.
that's how when you deal with that
Yeah.
trauma and you're so comfortable with it, and
Yeah.
you're in that shit. That's why when you come out the hood, we was talking about earlier, like having that mindset coming out. Some of the best people are the ones that come out of the hood like that. Like they're
Yeah.
like, oh, but I went all past that. I made it out past
I'm
that.
good.
But that's what I'm saying. It's insane when they. Oh man, when I said some shit, I'll tell one of them stories. Oh man, he got shot. And yo, so there was this dude in the hood. I can't say names again because of legal shit.
Sure.
Like. Homie kept getting shot. Like, I don't know why. Like, there's like 4 shootings that I know of that he's been shot at one time, multiple times. I'm telling you, like, new 50 Cent shit.
God had another plan
right?
for him.
And my mans keep surviving. Yo, no one likes this dude.
I feel like
No one likes this dude. No one looked out for him. Because he done did some shicey shit, but every time it's like, yo, he got shot again. I'm like, oh, yo, who got shot the other day? Yo, you know what I'm saying? He was doing this and that, bro, and then they came through and shot him. Like, what the fuck is going on, bro? Like,
His enemies need better
my man's, somebody brought him inside my car once. They were like, yo, can you give him a ride?
No, you can't hang out with
No,
that guy.
I said, yo, can you pick me up? I was like, word. And then guess who was with the person I was supposed to give a ride to? Wasn't this nigga. But then he just came out of nowhere and sat in my backseat. I was like, he's like, yo, can you drive me? I was like, nigga, no, get out of my car. I was like, yo, bro, you attract bullets and cops.
Yeah.
Hey, this nigga's always in jail, always getting shot. It's crazy, bro.
Damn.
Yeah. And he's like 5'2". It's crazy. He's like 5'2". And I seen him punch a crackhead in the face before. You know what I'm saying? So when you see stories like that,
I want to go chill with the crackheads.
So listen, they got rid of Tent City again. They got rid
Because
of Tent
they
City.
be funny as fuck.
They are
I feel like that would get old.
shout out to the crackhead.
Old?
Let me
Yeah.
see, is the camera
Yeah, I
on?
want to do it every day. I'm just saying that, like,
so
one day I just
I
want to get a
definitely-
camera and I just want to go up to them in Tent City.
Just exploit them.
We got a
Exploit them.
Tent City in Rhode Island. I got a Tent City in Boston.
No, they took it down again. They put fences and blocked off most of Tent City. So
Next
now they
to
got
I
one.
heard they
Mass
call it
Ave?
Hell in a Cell now.
Yeah,
Hell
they got
in the
yeah.
cell, because
Yeah.
they don't want people over there.
Can you
Because
imagine? No,
The
remember
thing is because they would walk across the street to kill themselves. Like when shit, yeah, literally like that, like quick
and
ass
then it
shit.
turns into because it's funny because first of all the bodies they fucking found. Let's talk about that, right?
That's not
No,
funny.
but then what would be hilarious, right? If like the WW, the hardcore title, where you could fight anywhere. They just started
Yeah.
fighting in fucking Tent City on top
Yeah.
of the thing, and then you just.
I'm
hear
about to
Stone
start
Cold, like,
recording it.
Yo, and it's so funny.
You
Yeah,
throw $20
bro.
in front of their face, they're fighting anybody.
You
Yeah,
ever,
that's
you ever heard of
I'm
bum
about to
fights?
get. I'm about to
Oh,
get.
bro!
Bum
No,
fights?
he took it back.
Bum
Yo,
fights was the
you just-
most hardcore fucking video.
First
dude.
of all, you just showed your age too, because
Oh, yeah.
I remember that shit too. Yo, you know bum fights?
No, but I know somebody in Brockton started doing that shit again, so I seen him.
Yo, shout out to them.
Yeah.
We
the
need
most
that.
fucked
We
up
need
shit.
more of that.
The most fucked. So bum fights is like a
We need more of
videotape that they would pit bums
They didn't
against
do
each other and
fights.
shit.
They would make bums
Nah,
run.
it was
They'd be
really
like,
fucked up.
If you
It
race
was all
from here
fucked up
to
shit.
there, I'll
Well,
give you
fucked
20
up.
bucks.
There was this one.
And they would
There was this
run.
one skit. It was the bum hunter,
Yo, it's a solid $20.
and
though.
he
For
fucking
a run, though, they
he
look
went and like
funny as
hog
fuck.
tied a bum and they threw him in the
I don't like
dumpster
that,
and
I don't
shit.
like
It was
that, I don't
so
like that, I don't like
fucked
that.
up.
No,
Nah,
that's fucked
the
up,
runs
that's fucked
was funnier because they
The
really
run is
would be.
funny.
The
They
runs
would
are
be
funny.
standing
Yeah.
there. They would be standing there ready like
Yo.
this. Imagine like somebody thinking they're running the marathon, but they're off coke.
Yeah.
So they're like this.
Yo, honestly,
and they're waiting.
Yeah.
I would
And
watch.
they'd be like, go.
I would
And they
watch
think they're
Crackhead
running,
Olympics. I
but
would
they're
watch
really
Crackhead
like
Olympics.
this.
I would
They're
watch
like
Crackhead
this.
Olympics any
Crackhead
day.
Olympics would be so fun.
I've never watched the Olympics. I would watch the shit.
You never
out of it.
watched the
Crackhead
Olympics?
Olympics?
That's a white people thing. So like this,
They are
I'm
kinda
fucking
boring.
with you. I'm fucking with you. It's
Yeah.
not. It
I like when they're doing the little toss
I like the
thingy.
sports, like the
Hurling?
World Cup shit.
Yeah.
Like the weird ice.
Yeah, I
shit.
don't know why I
It's
like
such
it.
a weird sport.
It's a weird
very
sport,
fun to watch,
but it's
though, yeah.
fun to.
No, listen,
I don't know
yo,
what
yo,
it is
Naughty, I
about
got a
it.
Yeah,
question.
because I'm like,
Yeah.
how did you make it
But
stop?
bro, not even gymnastics and shit.
Gymnastics is lit.
Gymnastics
I
is
used to.
sick.
I like the boxing is cool, and some of the weightlifting stuff I'll watch.
Sure.
And then
Toss in the bag.
some of the fucking snowboarding shit.
Dream
the,
Team?
The snow shit.
You don't ever feel like you're watching SpongeBob when they
Basketball,
go
yeah,
and they
yeah, I'll
run,
watch basketball.
and then it's like the whole Olympic
No,
shit.
but if y'all heard me, I like the team sport ones. Like those are
Yeah.
cool. But like I can't.
Yeah,
sit
but
there
it
and
don't
I'm like,
remind you of SpongeBob? You ever watch SpongeBob?
I love SpongeBob.
You like
yeah.
SpongeBob?
Yo, mom, yo.
You remember
My
the
kids
one
like
where
it.
Patrick and SpongeBob are going against each other and then the whole Olympic shit? And then like SpongeBob tries, or is it Patrick? Y'all suck.
Yeah, I do remember what you're talking
You know
about.
what I'm talking about? The Olympic shit. That's what I think of when I watch
My
the
favorite,
Olympics.
one of my favorite episodes is when they were boxing against each other. Yeah, I love that shit. Yo, one of the best SpongeBob episodes is when they had like
a stove.
they were when
is
they were
a stove.
when they were like a fake gay couple and they had a clam to take care of. Remember that? That shit was mad funny.
Why'd
And then
you like
Patrick-
that one the most?
Because Patrick was
Because
hilarious.
you're Dominican?
Shut up. Stop her. She's just mad that I brought up family and a random kid, and she's like Cape Verdean shit. Yeah. But like, so
No,
like,
you
when-
said because when there was a gay couple and they had to take care of a
no,
clam.
because they definitely didn't say that outright. When you're a kid, you don't even notice that. But then when you watch it as an adult, you're like, what the fuck is going on? and then the funniest scene is when Patrick's like, I'm going to work. I don't have time to fight with you. Then he just ended up going home to eat donuts. I was dying, bro.
I think my favorite SpongeBob episode has to be when like the stove is a stove, because I almost cried, and also when they was over, I'm Dirty Dan. No,
I
I'm
love that
Dirty
shit.
Dan.
Why
Yo,
did you almost cry about the stove?
Because I just feel like SpongeBob was losing himself, and I like at a moment
felt sad for
I
him?
felt sad for
yeah,
him.
there were very sad
There's
SpongeBob
so many,
episodes.
even with the Gary one. Gary, come home.
Nah,
like SpongeBob is my
yo.
life. When you talk to me, if I
He-
give you a response, most of the time, like if it's funny, it's because it's from SpongeBob.
You know what's funny? SpongeBob is the original Munch. Remember that episode when this nigga was gonna die?
For the
just to
Krabby
act
Patty.
cool. No, just to act cool for Sandy, like he could breathe. He's like, air? Yeah, I can breathe air. This nigga was dying. Just for some pussy. Just for some pussy. He's like, yeah, I can breathe. Yo, that just shows you the extent. That just shows you
For
the
pussy.
extent that a nigga would go to just to get some pussy. That's what's
Yeah.
funny about. That's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
That's funny as shit. And then him and Patrick, they were about to do some weird
No,
threesome
I'm
shit.
Dirty Dan.
No, yo, one of the funny episodes too is the Krusty Krab pizza is
Is
the pizza for you and me.
chocolates? Chocolates?
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you say chocolates?
That's a different episode. I know what you're talking
I
about.
know, but like I love SpongeBob so much that I live and breathe it. Like even today, I was like, these bitches is miserable, like they Squidward in one of my raps, like, cause I love.
Squidward is such a hater, bro. It was
He's
crazy.
so miserable.
He'd just be looking out the
bums me
window,
out.
just hating on you. He is the original
Look at
hater.
these idiots.
Yeah, but it's like, yo, you can't have fun.
I did that good.
Yeah, that was good. His nose was crazy. What was up with that? But like the way
like
he
a
would just
dick.
look at them with hate.
Or balls.
Yeah, kind of. But the way
How
he
do
would
you
look
know?
at them with hate. Girl, you just said it.
I mean, know what a dick looks like?
Cause y'all have them is the point. If you take offense, it makes me nervous.
Nah, because you're doing
if
this
you
whole
don't
Dominican
take
joke
offense,
thing. Yeah,
it's hurting you. Come
The
into Cape
Dominican
Verdeans like
thing?
you have been for the past 3 months.
What's up? Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Cause I'm Cape Verdean.
Because you're Cape. Well, that's funny though.
That's why I wasn't paying
It's
attention.
pretty funny.
Yeah.
Well, you can't say that, bro. Be
No, I'm
careful.
not- I
Careful.
mean,
No,
I'm not saying
Careful.
I was paying attention.
Careful.
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 Careful, buddy.
So you've told me how you feel about Cape Verdeans before.
I love
So I
him.
understand.
Outside of the TV, outside of the cameras,
I
and
love
off the mics, he's told you that we ain't shit. That he probably
He's
wants
talked
to
about it
kill us. He
privately,
talking
yeah.
mad shit, right?
I mean, now I feel like 6ix9ine like a rat.
You know what's funny
Yeah.
though? You know what's funny?
I feel like I've heard it
I
too.
be
Like when I
trolling-
go to the bathroom,
That's
he's
true.
ready to talk
That is true.
trash.
These
That is
fucking
true.
Cape Verdeans.
That's true. All
Yeah,
that fucking, Yo, they
bro.
wasting all the fucking cornmeal for the cachupa. Yo, listen, yo. Yo, I be trolling one of my friends who's Cape Verdean because he got mad kids for no reason, right? He got like 5 or 6, I think.
You can't say that as a Dominican.
Nah, I know I can't, but it's
I
mad
know
funny.
I can't.
I know.
It was the heavy on the.
Yeah, I know. But
We have to save
it's
that.
still funny. That's why we get to roast each other about it, right? So when we talk about second families and shit, it applies here too. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different island. But like, so like he was stationed in like fucking in Japan. Right, so every time I joke to him, he's like, "Yo, watch, you're gonna go back to Japan, find some random ass Japanese kid eating kachupa, and you know it's fucking yours, you bastard. You fucking abandoned them with your Japanese kids." Yo, every time, his girl will be hearing us be talking shit. She's like, "What the fuck's going on?" I'm like, "Yo, just chill."
Well, she came running because he would have been dead.
No, I don't think so. Nah, but
Exactly. No, I don't think so.
the way he talked to her, no, she definitely not gave her.
Exactly.
But like, but it's just he be dying.
It's crazy because me and my boyfriend, he it's funny because I'll talk to him whatever way, not whatever way. I have respect, but I'll say things. But if he says the same things I say to him, I'm like, "Who the fuck are you talking to?" And they'd be like, "No, babe, I'm just kidding." And I'm just like,
"No, that's not a Cape Verdean. That's a woman thing. Sorry."
"Oh."
Sorry, ladies. No, because like I've said that too. I've like roasted someone that's almost the same level they did to me. I'm like, girl, you did worse. The fuck you talking about? Like
No,
my
it's not
sisters
even
will
about
do it.
roasting. If he called me bro, I'd be like, "Who the fuck are you calling bro?"
Yo, when I called my mom's ass, she like cussed at me. She's like, "What the fuck? I'm not your bro."
I'm not your bro, but
thought
I'll
you
call
said
him
that.
bro. But he's a guy, so I don't feel
You know
like it
what's
should
funny?
bother
I don't
him.
like when girls call me bro, and I don't like when I accidentally call girls bro or dude.
Yeah.
Why?
He'd be like, "I'm sorry, babe."
It's just,
Well, if
one
it's
thing
my
if it's
girl, that's
like,
different. That's
if it's
different,
if it's a
actually,
friend girl, I don't give a fuck. But like, if it's a girl that I'm
intimate with and shit.
intimate
I
with
got
and
you.
like,
yeah, that is
yeah.
kind of. I get you now. I get what you're
But
saying.
I feel like we be talking to each other as friends, so when I say it, I'd be like, "Oh fuck," I'll
you
cut
be like
myself
casual
off.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll cut myself off and be like, "Sorry, babe," like, and restart. So he's been doing that lately.
Yeah.
But before he'd be like, "Don't call me babe," and I'd be like, "You see me cut myself
I
off."
like babe. I love babe.
I mean, don't call me babe. Don't call me bro. Sorry.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
so
yeah.
non-sexual.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
If I
It's a
call
little
you bro,
weird.
like we're
Start doing
not.
I get
that
what you're
shit,
saying. I get
like-
what you're saying.
But
all of
we
a
be
sudden, and then
friends.
you
That's
see
the
that-
problem.
No,
You know what I heard is I was reading something today about like the psychologist who's like an expert in like predicting divorce. He predicted like 91% accuracy or something like that. And I guess
That's
like
crazy.
there's like right.
That's a good accuracy. Can I talk to him? Because I want to make sure I'm on the right path.
So he said there's like
Might need
4 things that like predict it.
college
4
degree.
behaviors. I don't know what they all are because I only read this on Twitter and they only talked about one. But it was contempt. Right, so if one partner shows contempt towards the other, or both towards, like that's a
Contempt,
major,
like being
major
okay
predictor.
with where you're at.
No, contempt, like for the other person, like which means that like you think you're better than them.
Yeah, or like when like let's say you're just talking and then there's part of you that just doesn't like them.
The biggest sign of it is eye rolls.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
if somebody's eye rolling you a lot, like yeah, whatever, or like oh come on, like that's a sign of contempt, and that's a bad sign.
I mean, this dude's job isn't that great though because about half the marriages end in divorce anyways.
I know, right? It's like an easy gamble.
And if
but-
you just look at it, I think about
Yeah.
what is the number, like 4 out of 5 of the divorces are initiated by the girl. So it's like
yeah,
his
Yeah,
job
because
isn't
I
that
feel
impressive.
like girls are always ready before the guy is. Like a guy will still stay in the relationship and do whatever the fuck they want, but a girl will be like, "I'm not about to stay."
No,
here
yeah, it's
and keep
hard for
being
us to fucking
loyal."
leave. We're not trying to leave.
girls can branch swing easier too. I think
yeah.
most of the time.
I don't even think about it being easier because I think if you've imagined your life,
you can find somebody. Way
listen,
easier
you can
than a dude.
find somebody. But I'm saying if I've imagined my life with somebody, just because I can move on don't mean it makes it easier. And I think that's what guys have to understand for a female. Because the thing is for us is that we decide before y'all when we're going to end it. And
It depends on which guy you're talking about,
sometimes a guy is like, "Oh, I'm glad she ended it." And other times the guys is like, "What the fuck?" Because one thing you have to
be
realize
shocked.
one thing you have to realize is when somebody breaks up with you, you're like, "What the fuck? How'd you break up with me?" You know what I'm
Facts,
saying?
facts,
Even
facts,
if
facts,
the whole
facts.
time you wanted to break up, it's like, how did you decide that? You
Oh,
know?
yeah,
Yo,
it's
You know what I'm
especially-
saying?
a
It's
hit,
not.
yeah.
You're
it's a
right
hit
too.
to you.
You know what it is though too? Like I think women are way superior when it comes to social skills in a way. Like there's very rare when when you'll see a male that can like keep up anyway. So a lot of the time they don't even realize what's happening around them. They're like, damn, all them little missteps you took. She remembered all that shit and
Yeah.
kind of watches you. She's like,
Until
oh,
you
you
did
stopped
do better and you didn't do
stopped
better.
dating, and if you stop dating your wife, she gonna leave your ass. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And I get that. You know what
And
I mean?
it's funny because dudes sometimes will take it as like, "Oh, shit's not even just smooth," but like y'all won't realize.
There's another reason why the dude will be like, what the fuck? You know why? Because in his head, let's say something went down, that nigga will still die for you. But then you just gonna leave him the next day. That's
Yeah,
why.
but that's
no,
sickening
listen,
because
I'm not
you're gonna
telling you-
die for me because of the fact that you don't want to leave me, or just because like whatever
I
weird
mean-
shit it is.
I mean, yeah, you just shame people for loving you too hard.
Yeah, you love me too hard, but you so cheap.
No, listen. I mean,
make that make sense. I'm shaming you because
so listen,
you still
I
do
gotta ask you
whatever
though.
the
I gotta
fuck you
ask you
want to
though.
do.
If I'm willing to literally die for you, do anything for you, I don't love you just because I had another pussy.
No,
I'm not saying I
because the
I'm
one
saying
thing
cheating
you
is
literally
good.
wouldn't die for is my loyalty or your loyalty.
So
that's what I'm saying.
But define loyalty.
Saying to people, right? So, like I said, I brought this up in the last freaking podcast. This is that Lauren London was saying that we try to have this control.
Shout out Lauren London. She's one of my favorite female
Yeah,
rappers.
we try to have this control. It's led by the ego.
She's the actress. I was thinking about it. Sorry, my bad.
But all I'm trying to say is, if you don't want to be with somebody, don't be with them. So
Facts.
we could think that we want to be with somebody because of the fact that we've been used to it,
You gotta
right?
let go. People gotta let go.
But you gotta let go if you're gonna be unloyal, because I think the most beautiful thing is when you see an older couple, and I see it all the time. I have older couples who come to me at the bar. I don't know anything they've been through. If they wanted to stick to it or not, that's fine to them. But at the end of the day, you have to know you don't own any human being in this world.
That is
not
facts.
one of us own any other human
That is
being.
facts.
But the problem is if you want to stick with them trying to go through other human beings, or if you want to be the only one they try to figure out for the rest of your life. And
No,
me
I
as a
agree.
human being, I decided that I don't want to be with nobody who wants to figure out anybody else once they're with me.
Right.
But if you're with me, you're with me.
Yeah, facts.
And if we decide that, we need to try other shit, let's
Then
go
that's the
try other
decision.
shit.
That's
That's the decision.
I agree.
But you should not go and try other shit with somebody and try to pretend like, oh, I'm loyal to you, and gaslight them and make them feel like I love you. Because just because you love me doesn't mean you're doing right by my standards or what I want to be treated as.
I agree with like all of that, right? The only thing
I would
don't
got the glasses on.
No, you don't. Which honestly, you might have been wrong that whole time that you were talking. No, so like I think that people just need to be more honest, right? Because it's like, I think the part isn't really you fucked that bitch, right? I think the problem is you lied and went behind my back and betrayed me. You betrayed my trust.
I don't know.
And then also, like, if you lose respect like that, if you're doing shiesty shit behind someone's back and doing this and that, that woman's gonna lose respect for you, I think, and that's where you fuck up at.
Because a player's gonna be a player for real and say what's up.
Because niggas ain't
like, guys just
them chicks who stick by them rich dudes who do whatever the fuck
then
they want.
Niggas like, I fucked her.
Yeah, and they respect
what?
and they're like, that makes sense. But you're that nigga though.
Doing. You know my lifestyle.
So and I think you got to be in a certain place to be able to do that. First of all,
hell yeah.
You can't just be some regular ass nigga trying to be like, man, I'm fucking around, nigga. You broke. That bitch takes care of you. She take care of your family.
I'm gonna be out. I'll
your
go
kids.
take care of somebody else who's gonna be loyal.
No, I think that's
So
some.
you would accept it if the guy was super rich?
Hell yeah, you paying for my bills? Yeah.
Yo, listen.
I said that already. Like, I've been understood because, one, me as a female, it's not even just about the money thing. It's just like, if it's not even just about you taking care of me, because I can take care of myself. But if you are upfront about it, if we have an open relationship, if you know, if I know.
If upfront about it, that's a completely different.
You know what I was saying?
But the thing is, it's like, what I'm saying is like, I know he's an artist, right? Let me imagine me as a rapper. I'm fucking with somebody else who's an artist who's bigger than me. Yeah. I know when you go to shows, bitches gonna be on your dick. Yeah. Only request I have, right, is when these niggas is on my dick, don't be mad.
Facts.
Don't be mad.
Here's what I will tell you.
So this is the issue, is that dudes who is doing that, they want their bitch to sit there. I'd be like, nah.
They be mad too. They be mad
That's
funny.
how I would be. So if you can't be with me, don't.
They bitches for that. This is what I will tell you, right? Like, I don't like that either when it's like, yo, let's say you're a rapper, right? And your name is literally Naughty, 2 Y's.
Naughty with 2 Y's because I'm extra.
Right.
Come correct the first time.
That's what
These
I'm
bitches
saying.
should know better.
Okay, girl, relax. Yo, so then if, let's say you meet a dude, right? Let's say you're single in this scenario, and then he knows you as Naughty. He knows that you do the wild videos. He knows you got shows. He knows you got niggas on your dick, on your left titty that be traumatized, that be going through it. You know what I'm saying? That's the Cape Verdean titty. They be going through it. You know what I'm saying? That's the second family that don't be getting all the love. Yo, so if he goes into it knowing all of that, right?
Yeah.
And then expects you in the middle of it, but like, nah,
I'd be like,
hold up. Well, what's the expectation? Like, it's
you should have known it, bro.
I want to be bigger. It's about the business. It's about you knowing how much you want to grow
I
it.
think it's different.
If like the whole act.
If I had a flower, if I had a flower business and I want my flowers to grow, right? And you come into me like, stop watering them today, they'll be fine.
No, that's
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the same
that's
shit.
Some fuck shit.
Yeah.
That's some fuck shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I would
That's
tell
what I'm saying. It
the only
don't
thing-
matter if I'm a rapper, if I sell flowers, if I do whatever.
The only time-
if you know that this is what I want to do every day,
Facts.
why would you tell me to stop?
This is
Right.
then I'm gonna reverse it a little bit though, right? Let's say I'm like a churchgoer dude.
You shouldn't
I'm
fuck
not-
with me.
No, listen, yeah, right. First of all, there's that, right? Let's say I'm a nice guy and I do this and I do that. I'm working hard and I meet a girl and it's not you in this scenario now. It's a different girl. It's nice with 2 E's. Right, so then
That's my alter ego. When I make my
Yo,
last
facts.
project,
And you gotta do it in
no, my
whiteface,
last
too.
project is gonna be
Oh.
called Nice.
okay, then you got to do the
You
half-
already released that shit. What the fuck?
No, girl, stop. Hold on. Let me say my scenario. Right. So let's say I meet this girl, right? Nice with the 2 E's.
Yeah.
She's mad nice. And then the whole time, let's say 6-9 months in, she's like Mr. Goody 2 Shoes. She's doing this and that, and then she switch up on me and she starts doing that naughty shit. Then I'm like, okay, bitch, what happened? You switched up on me the same way the dude switched up on you, knowing who you were, right?
That's fine
So that's
for you
what
to
I'd be
leave.
like.
That's your decision.
Yeah, I know exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, just be upfront about who you are, what your intentions are with people.
Yeah.
On both sides.
Even if
and
that
life will be
intention is to
better.
fuck other people.
I think my problem is me being naughty up front. I have to be nice.
Yeah,
So
fuck that.
that's the thing is that you've already seen naughty, right? You see naughty on social media. Me personally is what guys
There's
don't
layers to
understand.
people,
Listen, what guys don't understand is that I'm giving you the version of me I want to be with my man.
Yeah.
So that's something I have to tell my boyfriend, because my boyfriend's not an artist.
Yeah.
Right? He's not none of that. He's a nonprofit leader. Like he does he wants to be political. I don't mind being political. You feel me? So.
Yeah, let's not
You know
go
what I'm
here.
saying? I don't mind doing that. I can do it. My family been in it. My sister's the labor union teacher I forget it in Boston. She's the head of the Boston Labor Union for teachers. My mom ran for mayor and she still has a nonprofit for
Second
Criollas.
place.
You need this.
Second place.
My
She's the mayor of the Cape
other
Verdeans.
sister, Serena Cardoso, has a master's, actually a doctorate in psychology. All of my family has done their shit in politically
What
or
happened to you?
exactly.
She took the glasses off.
I took the glasses off. I got my
You
bachelor's
should
in
have been
psychology.
nerdy, not naughty. Nerdy. with 2
Nerdy.
Ys.
I got my bachelor's in psychology. You feel me? I did my thing that I need to do to prove that
Where'd
if
you
I
go?
wanted to go, UMass Amherst. If I wanted to go that route, I could have. Right?
Yeah.
That's possible.
So I forget what the whole point of this is.
Me too.
We're bringing it back to
I think
women.
I think it was gonna end that you're gonna be the new manager at Cesaria's in Dorchester.
Congratulations.
Yo, I really forget the point of this, but I think I was bringing it back to whatever it is. You guys are telling me I should have been nerdy, sort of naughty, whatever
No,
it is.
like you were talking
how
about the image you
start-
have to portray and shit like
Exactly.
that.
How you start sometimes really matters
Yeah, it
because
does, it does.
personally, as somebody who's a rap artist, would have never
facts.
known where I came from. You know what I'm saying? You would
No,
have
no, no,
never known how
listen.
political or educated my family is because I choose to rap.
Right.
I choose to be sexual. I choose to very much show off who I am.
You are who you are, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who I am. But
So-
sometimes, wait, before you go,
go.
sometimes, as a woman, and this is something I struggle with, and I appreciate my man for understanding, as every other man, I had to prove to them that I was that other woman that they want.
Right,
you know
right,
what I'm
right. I got
saying?
it. You weren't,
That you
actually
desire.
naughty and all that
I
shit.
wasn't actually naughty
Yeah,
because
yeah.
naughty was for the public to see. And some men got upset because, why can't everybody else see naughty and not me? No, because you want to know my heart. You want to know I could take care of your kids. You want to know that you can marry me. And so the men, I had to decide in my head, right? The men who wanted to see how naughty I could be didn't want to know the other stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Because you would see me beyond that, right?
Right.
Is that
Versus-
true though? Because I don't know. I like girls that are real classy and all that type of stuff, but then freaks.
But the thing is, I was a freak to
You
the
know?
public.
Yeah.
I know,
She's
but
You know
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying
saying?
is,
I was doing it reverse. It's
I know,
classy
so I'm
in
saying,
the streets
I
and a
want-
freak in the sheets.
Right,
No, girl,
so-
I
like,
was
listen,
a freak
listen.
in the streets. Oh, that sounds bad. That I was a freak to the public, but I was naughty when we was quiet.
Yo, and also you gotta remember the path you're taking, right? It makes it a little harder for you because you're gonna get judged and shit, right?
Automatically.
No,
I'm bad.
automatically, like everybody does. Everyone judges a book by its cover, no matter how much people talk about they do, right?
Yeah.
So that's cool, right? But you're willing to deal with it, and if you find someone that is too, that's perfect.
But that's the
What I'm
struggle
telling-
that it took me to get there.
That's what I'm saying. You're doing that. Like the example I used with you, I was like, yeah, that's facts. But if somebody comes in and tries to say, no, you shouldn't be like that at all. Fuck all that. I think that guy's a dick for that because he knows what he got into coming into it, right?
Yeah.
Unless you're actually doing that crazy shit on the side with him, like cheating on him and all sorts of shit. That's different, right?
Yeah, no.
No, but you're not. You're not talking about that. But I say, what in my other scenario, what I meant is like if Shorty wasn't even doing that on the public, on the side, nothing. She
but
was
then
always
she's over
Miss
acting
Church
like
going.
an angel.
Yeah, like she
and
wear
then
that.
she's
She wear
something
she wear a
else.
skirt to the ankles, Jehovah Witness shit, and then she's over here.
I'm in my all black
Then I find
today.
out she had 10 City. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I find out she had 10 City. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just fucking going crazy. You know
It'd
what I'm
be
saying?
crazy if she was fucking 10 City and
If
she
you
got a
don't know
man right
that
next
about
to her.
your girl,
That's
But that's
crazy.
what but
That's
that
hard.
has had I'm not saying a crazy.
Oh my God, my boyfriend's texting me.
Shut
Oh,
the
God.
fuck up! I'm watching.
God.
No, we're good. He sent me some body wash. Everyone should own this body wash. You're going to have the prettiest skin. He be sending me some random shit because he wants me to be better.
I mean, that's good, but everybody should try. You should try to improve each other, though. In general, I think everybody.
Yeah, we
Wait,
be
he's sending you
beefing.
soap?
He said I
What are you trying to
stink.
say?
Yeah.
See, and you said I'm racist against Cape Verdeans. Maybe he is.
He stole eat my pussy though.
Oh, that's crazy. I mean, yeah, that's true. You can't really.
Maybe that's why he's sending
You
the
can't
soap.
really.
He's like, hey.
Try it,
He's
please,
like, hey, you should
please.
try it, please.
Please.
He went
If
down
I'm
there
gonna
like.
keep eating it, please.
He went down there like, yo, wash ourselves, everybody, please. Cause you know what I'm saying. Eat some pineapples. You know what I'm saying.
If it's a chemical imbalance,
that'd be a
fix the
subtle way to
pH.
do
Yeah,
it.
but
though.
y'all still want to nut in bitches and not realize that fucks with our pH.
It does, right?
That's what I be telling him, and he don't believe it. I be like, oh, you mad today that I ain't right because you nutted me yesterday.
Yeah, because you're literally transferring fluids. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But like, it'll be funny if
Sorry
like
I got too
subtly,
crazy, but I had to.
suddenly you just start feeding your partner like mad pineapples. Be like, why does nigga keep pineapples? Shit like that. That shit would be mad
Hey,
funny. He's
yo.
like, I ain't about to
Yeah.
eat that.
No garlic.
He don't give a fuck. He do give a fuck a little bit. He'll tell me.
Everybody gets
Girl,
it.
don't.
Yeah, when I wake up in the morning, be like, babe, don't kiss me. I be like, what the fuck?
Yo, men do not be. Yo, honestly, we care.
Y'all be more
we care less.
You
We care less.
more.
We care. No, it
No,
depends.
men care more. Any dude I've been with has cared more than me. Maybe I just don't care, but I've laid in
Specifically
bed.
about what?
Like if it's morning breath or if I sucked
Okay,
his
sometimes
dick
that's
and
really
he was
bad.
like,
No.
no, but it'd be like me sucking his dick. He'll eat my pussy, then want me to kiss him. But if I suck his dick,
That's a different
that's
thing.
the one thing I never understand
That's a
about men.
different thing. That's a
If I suck your dick, I can't kiss you after. But if you eat my pussy, I can kiss you.
Because ain't nobody trying to kiss.
I want like a little, like at least a 10-second buffer where you can kind of recycle the saliva in your mouth a little bit.
No,
I
I'll
don't
be
get
like,
too weird about
like,
that.
nah, bitch.
No,
No,
my
if-
boyfriend really be like,
If I just
No.
nutted in your mouth, I definitely don't want to kiss you. Also, because I'm just at that point.
Yo,
I'm
because
not,
I think
okay, my nut be all up in your mouth 24/7. Like,
it's not
like,
as bad.
no,
though.
but I don't want to taste that.
It's not as bad.
I don't
though.
want to taste
It's not
that.
as
The
bad.
salt and all that. No.
you won't taste nut, but I do. You love it when I taste nut, right? Not
That's-
you, but
we're
like
in a different
niggas
entirely
love
different.
it.
That's
That's
entirely
crazy to me.
Girl, we don't suck dick. I mean, what do you want from us? We're different.
But you
Like, what
eat
the fuck?
pussy. Pussy juice is
It's
still
literally the
It's
opposite of
the-
that.
no
literal
pussy.
opposite.
It is the opposite, but pussy juice you should still
Nope.
like if you
Put that
fuck
shit in
me,
my
you
bowl
nut
of
in my
cereal.
mouth. I feel like afterwards, like you should just be like,
Okay.
What?
What?
just like suck
What
my
is going
lips,
on?
suck my face,
Why?
Why?
because it
You
just
need to
shows
go
you're
brush your
nasty.
teeth.
Nah. You know what the trick is?
No, that's
You,
gross.
right after you finish, you be like,
That's
and then
gross.
you have like the cap of mouthwash immediately ready.
So you want
I'm gonna keep the nut in my mouth next
to
time.
snowball your man?
No, I don't actually. That's
Well,
not what
okay,
I
let's
wanna do.
let's go
You
with your
just
point.
But
said
though.
that.
imagine
Or that your
I
man
sucked
should
your
want
dick,
to.
I swallowed it, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
You're a good woman.
I get up. You should kiss me.
No.
Like, good job, baby.
I'll give you a peck on the cheek. or
So
something
listen.
like that. I mean, also at that point,
Listen.
I'm done.
A peck in the cheek.
I'm
I
not
feel.
looking to
listen,
make
No,
out.
you get it. You get this.
I feel so less. I feel like I just got used.
Nah, you
That's
got
what
a
you don't
you got a forehead
understand.
kiss. You got a forehead kiss. So like, this is what I would tell.
He's like,
Yo, this is what I would
he's
tell
like,
you.
good job, baby.
No, this is what I would tell you. But like, let's say, yo, you're very open, and that's nice of you, Naughty. But imagine like the 8 out of 10 other women that are probably like, yo, this nigga like dick taste in his mouth. What's wrong with him?
Yeah, right.
No. Because at the end of the day, you come and kiss me after you eat my pussy. I taste pussy.
Listen. We just had a conversation on this podcast like a month ago about how certain women, a lot of women, won't date a dude or fuck with a dude who's dated another dude.
I don't want to talk about that. That
No,
shit
but that's
hurt
a
my
very
heart.
common thing. If you look at, yo, listen, Naughty, if let's say we're in a group, let's say we're at your event. What's your event called again?
The baddie cook up.
There we go. So that's a
Baddie
that's
cook up March 26th. It's coming
selfless
up
promotion.
this Sunday. You already feel me. So March 26th, we got our next baddie cook up. We don't have as much females, but we hope to get more music out of there because it's, you know.
Is it better music? That's what's more important.
That's what I'm saying. It's less
Quality
people,
over
better
quantity,
music,
bro.
quality.
So like what I would tell you again, like if you ask a group of women, right, like a huge group, and you be like, yo, your man got used to suck dick for gay porn money, but he's straight though. How
Your
many
bitch
of
used to be on
Well, gay for pay.
OnlyFans.
Gay for pay is different.
listen? No, but they won't think so.
No, I mean they will, but no,
I don't
but like,
think so.
is
Your
that
bitch
is
used
that
to
the
be
question,
on
or is it
OnlyFans
he's
shaking
bi?
ass, doing all this shit for niggas to just
Yeah,
watch
but
her?
we're supposed to accept that. It's cool. We're
That's
not.
weird.
No,
If I can
that's also very different. A girl on OnlyFans
Sucking a dick is different than shaking your ass on OnlyFans.
is different than homosexual.
All right, your
sex.
bitch used to get money to get fucked up her ass.
Not my
Like,
bitch.
That's what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck. Like,
No, a
if
lot of guys wouldn't
No,
want to
but
date
listen,
a porn
I'm
star.
not
or
talking.
an ex-porn
See,
star.
you're comparing apples and oranges,
niggas
right?
love a old porn star.
Who? Which nigga?
Might want to fuck one for fun, but you
Yeah,
wouldn't
no,
wanna date
I
her.
ain't wifing no
Wouldn't wanna
ex
date
porn
her.
star. The fuck?
Well, all I was trying to say with that shit was, whatever you do in your past life, I don't give a fuck.
Right, that's a different subject. We're talking about
That is a different
snowballing.
subject. Snowballing
Like,
specifically.
if I suck some dick, keep
And
the
then
nut in my
spit that
mouth
shit
and
in the-
spit it in
nah,
my man's
nigga.
mouth, I
Or
don't want
just
to
start
spit
making
it.
out.
I don't. That's
Just
not
start
what I was
making out.
saying. I said
You
I
wanna
would
swallow
suck,
it.
I'll swallow
Listen,
it, and then
Mouth's still a little
afterwards it's
salty.
gone.
You talking about you come right up, you swallow, boom, and then you
Nah,
start
come
kissing.
right up. I was sucking your dick, and then afterwards, like,
yo, I don't like this conversation.
and then afterwards, we were supposed to get to fucking because you were supposed to put your dick in me. You're not gonna kiss me.
He just finished.
I mean, that's a whole different story, though, girl.
It's over.
This niggas will go finish and put it right in.
Hey, shout out. I'm
He-
done.
He's in the middle. Look at this nigga. He ain't gonna do that.
He's old. I'm talking about my nigga once.
It depends. For me, it always depended on the girl if I could do that. To be honest, if it wasn't that good, I'm
I
like,
make
all
my
right.
man want it every time.
Yo, see, shout out to y'all. Y'all have good chemistry. But like I said, fuck that.
But he don't
if a
wanna
girl did that
kiss
to me,
me
we
after.
leaving. I'm leaving.
Or even if it's like he nutted, he's still gonna fuck me a little bit just because I want it.
So do you feel like? Oh man, I was gonna say something crazy.
Go
I'm
ahead.
not gonna do that.
Go
do you
ahead.
think- do
I
you
want to
think
hear
that's
it. No,
why-
no, no. I want to
No,
hear what she was gonna ask.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
I want to hear what she was gonna ask.
Do you think that's why? Do you think this whole snowballing thing is why Chris Brown did it?
Chris Brown did
What?
the snowball,
Why he did that to Rihanna? You think that's why?
like hit somebody.
Oh my God,
Wait.
y'all don't know what Chris Brown did to Rihanna years
No.
ago?
He hit her.
Okay, do you think that's why? Because she did that to him?
Wait, in the car?
Yeah.
Oh.
She sucked his dick
that
and
the
then
rumor?
And then
kissed
tried
him.
to, and then put a. No, I'm just making it up.
Oh, you're just speculating.
I was so
I like it.
scared.
I mean,
I was so scared.
that would be an overreaction.
That'd be Leo. My
That would be an
homie
overreaction.
said, yo, yo. Shout out Chris Brown though. I think he's one of the best artists of all time.
He's not shout out Chris Brown. He's a piece of shit
Why is he a piece of shit?
because he
He's
punched a woman in the face.
So,
Yeah, but Rihanna
people
punched
can't
him
change.
first.
Who gives a fuck?
People can't
I
change.
don't know.
Bro.
If
People
I
make
punch a
mistakes.
nigga and
Yo,
he
punch
punches
a
me
nigga
back, I
first.
really can't
Yo,
say much
listen.
because I
Listen,
fight like
bro.
a nigga.
You're stronger than most women. As a man, restrain them. You don't punch them.
No,
in the face.
I'm not saying.
You
I'm
don't
not
start
out here
Not in
saying.
the face. I fought some
Bruh.
white boys. I fought 5 white boys before.
I'm not saying go out there and beat
said-
women. I'm not saying go out there and beat women or shout out to Chris Brown for doing that.
Yeah.
But I think that has he progressed as a person? You haven't heard about him doing any shit like that since forever.
I hope so.
But that's what I'm saying is I feel like
I don't know,
Rihanna
man.
is
If you
enti-
fucking
enticed.
Shout out Chris Brown.
punch, are you a person who has ever punched a woman in the face?
No.
What if she did some
Listen,
crazy
if
shit?
she
like,
tried to
if
stab
I
me,
was
I'm punching
really
a bitch.
beating your
Yo,
ass,
listen,
I'm sure fight
gotta
or
stop-
flight, you're gonna do something you
facts.
don't.
You can.
Yo,
just
Dallas, let me
restrain
tell you
them.
this story.
Dallas, if I get
He's-
up right now and I start beating your ass, like
I would-
really like
I would-
you really at some point would have to stop.
Well, first
I
of all,
wouldn't have to punch you. In
I
the
would
face.
ask you to stop so I could get a better camera angle. But then second, I will tell you a story, right?
Yeah.
I'm driving with my friend, my female friend. We're in the car, and then she starts talking about something came up, something about men fighting a woman or whatever.
Yeah.
She was like, I think under no circumstances a man should ever put his hands on a woman. I was like, I wouldn't say ever, right? And then I
My
go,
stepmom be
then I
beating
go
my
like,
dad's
yeah,
ass.
and I go, and then she's like, what do you mean? I thought you were better than that. I didn't think you would ever say something like that. I'm like, yo, listen, if a chick's about to stab me or something, she's about to take a nap. I'm knocking her out.
If she's got a
I'm
weapon,
doing whatever.
fine.
I know.
If
I
Rihanna
said,
had pulled the knife on Chris Brown,
She
no,
thinks
bro. I'm not even
punch
talking
her
about.
away.
I'm not even talking about that
Punch her
situation
away.
anymore. I'm not talking about the situation
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
I'm talking about specifically this question. I thought was wild because she said I was a bad person, basically.
dumb. Yeah.
Because I said I want to live. And just because you want me to look like a gentleman, I'm not gonna beat your ass because
Yeah.
you're trying to stab me. Oh, bitch, you taking a nap?
Yeah, no.
You are going to sleep.
In most
I
cases,
don't agree.
the man.
I think
In most
females
cases,
try to
the man
take
is
that
stronger
to
than the
a-
woman, and the man should
Listen,
just
if
restrain
somebody,
them.
if anybody
I
tries to
think if
stab
it's
you,
an argument, I agree.
man or woman
You know
try
what
to
I'm saying?
stab
If
you.
I'm like this,
No, even if you start
I don't
smacking me, I'm not gonna punch
that's
you.
what I'm saying. Like an argument, like
I'll just
okay,
grab
see,
you and
me
hold
being
you down.
aggressive, I think that's an argument. But
no facts. That's.
but
kinda
I'm
facts.
saying like that's what's the problem. But I'm saying if it comes to a point where you feel like your life is in danger because of me,
Which it would
you
never
should
be unless you have a
never-
weapon. Like a
You
man's.
don't think a woman could choke you to death?
Yeah, bro. Yo, there's.
If she grabbed
yo,
the
Dallas,
pillow,
by the way,
she's
bro,
really-
just to give you a
like,
heads up.
I'm crazy. Like if I
Yo.
wanted to kill you, I could fucking kill you.
By the way, bro,
no,
statistically,
you couldn't.
I could literally kill you if I wanted to.
With your
That's
bare
what-
hands.
With my
that's pretty tough to do.
Well, let's not talk about you and me, because you definitely couldn't kill me.
Not with bare hands. I don't think so.
I'll kill you.
Let's
Dallas.
talk about a man
I'm
and a
not
woman.
saying with bare hands. I'm saying if I need to figure it out. In that moment, if I
with
in
with a
self-defense,
weapon, you mean?
with a weapon, whatever it is,
Yeah.
like, or maybe it is because I knew self-defense. Because women can learn self-defense aside from you thinking I'm stronger than you or not.
For
But
sure.
if I got into a position where
Yeah.
I had you in a headlock, no matter how much you was fighting back,
No,
like,
yeah.
I could kill you. It doesn't matter what it
Yeah.
takes. I'm saying if you feel like your need is like, I'm saying fight or flight. You know what I'm saying? In a
Right.
moment
Yeah.
where we're just fighting and
It's an
we're
extreme
arguing and I'm
situation.
pushing you,
If your
and I'm
life
just
is
like,
if your life is really threatened like that,
Put her to sleep.
then sure. But
So then-
because
you
what if
fight
I'm
at all
like, what's
costs.
her name,
But
the
I
widow?
think that is like incredibly
last
rare,
call, the very last call.
and
That's
very
the
rarely
very-
gonna happen.
Yeah.
you have to. You really like in most cases you have to be a woman who has done like a lot of training in order to be able to do that to
yeah,
a man.
facts. Yo,
yeah, I'll
unless
find
it's-
your
unless-
pinpoint like this.
I mean, no, you won't. Unless it's a little guy and a big woman, like
Yeah.
that shit is not. Gonna
I've seen
happen.
that, by the way. I've seen a very large woman
Yeah.
basically domestically abuse a very skinny dude.
Yeah, that's
It's
rare.
happened.
That's
No.
rare.
No, I know. No, but
Yeah.
by the way,
But some of
statistically
those women
speaking,
choose
domestic violence
those
is
men
half
for a
now.
reason.
Yeah. And because no one else is gonna fuck.
But
with
I've
this.
learned a couple pinpoints, so that's why I'm saying.
No, yo, and I.
Yeah,
and-
but
But
you
that
have
don't
to-
mean I'm gonna automatically get there. But I'm saying if I'm trained to do that.
Listen, just don't stop putting your hands on people, everybody. How about that? That's the rule here.
Yeah.
Stop fucking trying to use violence, bro. Like honestly, we as a generation, and I'm talking about people who are in their mid to late to early, like mid 20s to early 30s and shit like that.
Good thing
we
I'm
have
early
accepted too many
20s.
things casually. For one, I'm not calling you this. Alcoholism is a problem.
Why
And,
did you have to? You did call me it.
Because
Then.
you called yourself an alcoholic earlier.
I'm leaving.
When we talked about the nips, you called yourself an alcoholic.
I'm leaving. I want to see my
Naughty,
boyfriend.
your family's actually on the way. We need to talk to you.
Yeah,
about
I know. This is an intervention.
You guys can come on in.
Yeah. And no, wait, which family is this though?
Yeah, your stepmom's actually here.
Your third stepmom. Yo, bro, I would love to watch like Kate Verde and Jerry Springer, bro. I would watch that all day. I would watch it every single day. Like that's all I would watch. Yo, Daziel, can you come do the podcast? I'm watching Kate Verde and Jerry Springer, dude. What is wrong with you?
Holy shit.
Go to bed. I'm watching Kate Verde and Jerry Springer, dude. I would lose. But first of all, endless episodes. You know what I'm saying? You heard like 5% of her story real quick. Like probably 1%. Yo, she said, no, that wasn't really shit. Imagine the rest of them. Yo, and the ones I know, I'm like, the shit that they tell me, I'm like, damn, girl, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Yo, my homie's been through some shit, dog. They soldiers.
Can we play my music so I can leave?
Yeah, let's wrap this up.
Shout out to Kate Verde and
plus
Jerry
on-
Springer.
Look,
Obrigado.
get on my fucking reels and remix them.
Hold on.
The best one.
Look at the camera.
The best one. Not the best one. If there is one that moves me enough every month, each month, I'll make a song. I'll make a video with you. No charge, no nothing. We're just doing it. We're partnering up on it.
He took that from me. I just want to let you know.
I did. I stole that from you.
No. First of all, Dallas has been talking about that for years, by the way, when we plan high street shit out. So don't do that. Don't do that.
What was,
I just want everything to
you know
be
you
about
have your
me.
own mic, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but I want everything to be about me.
I know. We all know
Oh,
that.
that's
We
what's
all know
going
that. It's all good. It's all good.
Well, anyway.
So, see, Dallas, the way she interrupted you, that's when it should have turned into.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then the domestic violence.
Right.
No, but like, yo, by the way, all I've learned from those reels, by the way, is
Yeah.
that you drink way too much coffee and
I
you
do
have a
drink too
problem.
much coffee.
You know what I'm saying?
I do drink
You,
like a pot,
if
We
you
need your
used, listen,
intervention.
listen, if you used condoms the way you drink coffee, bro, life would
You
probably be
wouldn't
better
have-
for you, bro.
Yeah.
Those appointments you go to wouldn't happen.
Like the reason why I couldn't sit next to you today, it wouldn't happen.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
That's all I'm saying.
Maybe
But then,
you're right.
but
Maybe you're right.
shout out to Dallas. He's been posting some heaters
Every day.
Like,
Every day.
That, and if y'all not doing that, it just goes to show you how lazy some people are. Because you're like, I've seen Dallas hand people the keys. Like, here's everything you need. Here, I'll do it. I'll help you, bro. And then they'll still be like, man, I don't know. And I'd be like, okay, you don't want it.
And what I want to discover people through this too. Like, I want some new guys I never heard of and shit. But like, honestly, like, where's the big boys at? Like,
he want a G with the
where's
big
the
girls.
8 zips? Where's the done deal?
Why don't you want big
Where's
girls,
Last
not
Days?
just big boys?
Because they
The
gotta
big girls.
participate too.
Where's Shay Bands? Where's Naughty? Where's your remix,
What
Naughty?
the fuck?
I haven't heard nothing I could bounce on, so hurry up and make some shit I
Maybe
could
that's
bounce
part of the
on.
problem. But I'm posting a lot of different vibes on there.
I
too,
still watch them. I'm in your group,
Okay.
but I want some Detroit shit. You know I want some Glorilla shit, like some Memphis shit. So I'm waiting for that bad bitch shit.
There's been a couple of those.
She'll bounce on some female
What?
dick.
I listen. Don't get me wrong. And you
got
be
you.
mad at me that the fact that we have a couple songs together and I don't drop yet.
I'm not
so
mad
that's
about
what
it,
I'm
but
saying.
we're gonna work on
I
that.
just
It's
think
my-
me
it's my
personally,
fault as much
I
as
need
it's
to
his
work.
choice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We need to work.
Yeah.
So be sending me beats. Don't be sending the fucking IG shit. I don't want no shit that
So let's
everybody
talk
else
about
can
that.
have.
Let's talk about that because I don't want to send beats anymore.
I never
And this is not. This is not personal. This is not personal. I don't see why I should have to send beats. I post.
shouldn't.
I put every beat I make on my website. So if you want a beat from me, go to DallasRoseBeats.com. They're all there. There's nothing else that I could send you. I don't know what you want. I could take a guess and I could send you 10
I
that
think
I
me
think you're gonna
personally,
like.
I want us to sit together and make a song. And if anybody else
That's
can't
cool.
speak on
And
that,
I do that. And I do that. I'll
Yeah,
do that with
exactly.
people.
By the way, I just want to note that Dallas Rose Beats is also a fire mixtape name for domestic violence. But anyways, but I think you're right.
Dallas Rose
I
Beats.
think there's so much out there, right? That to make it easy for people. And I'm a little different as far as like the sending beats goes, by the way. Like I
Yeah.
like your approach. My approach is like I kind of want to search and find the person because I make some weird shit. I'm not gonna lie. I make shit that's pretty sometimes not for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when I find it, it comes out special. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? For the most part. So when I make a beat, I almost always have someone in mind or what kind of song I want. I've been surprised plenty of times, I'm not going to lie, especially when we have slide days here.
Yeah.
And if you get invited to that, that's like a golden ticket. You should come through.
I never.
We
been
make some
invited.
fire.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, you have. You just
know,
don't
I
show
was
up
kidding.
because she thinks she's better than us and she's
I've never
she's
thought
in
I was better
Praia.
than anybody.
She's like, yo, I got to go to Praia.
I work on
I'm sorry.
Fridays, and you know that. You just don't choose a day I can come.
That's true. We don't.
I already
We do it on
take
purpose.
Wednesdays off for
We
your
work.
ass.
We work. We
Oh,
do it
for
on.
me?
Yeah,
You do this for me.
for her.
Yes.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay.
Not
yeah,
just because for you, but for the podcast.
of course.
I take Wednesdays off for you because I can make money today.
Yeah.
But
that-
I choose to provide value to something that I see growing.
You do.
Right.
You do.
Right.
Is that not fair to say?
You know what
fair.
the most
Yeah.
important
And
thing
I
you
do
bring
this
is?
for you.
Exactly.
You
So
know
that's
what
what I'm
the-
saying.
you know what
I
the
don't
most
mean it's
important
like
thing
a
you bring is, though?
one-way ticket.
The most important thing you bring is that we now have an
That fat ass, okay, right
No,
here.
listen.
You
No,
feel me?
we
Light
all
skinned
have.
bitch,
We
cute
can
ass
now.
with
We can all.
glasses.
Me and
You
Dallas can now
feel
go to
me?
Brockton. Let's
That's
go.
right. That's
Yeah,
right.
we can travel to Brockton now. Shout out to us. But
Y'all cannot go to Brockton. They'll beat your ass.
The other thing the other problem that happens with sending beats, like, is because I'll send the same shit to multiple people.
and some people
And
don't be
then
answering you.
3 people send me a song back on the beat, and I'm like, okay, now what?
I recorded with you.
Not everybody does.
But that's what I'm saying. If you have a beat, and also I want some exclusive shit. I don't want no shit that anybody else has. So maybe other people are thinking like that.
I think that.
So
that,
the
I
thing is,
think
if you
that
make me a
is-
beat and I
yeah.
record to it and you don't like it, then make it fucking like
Well, look,
anybody can have it.
if we are in a session and I make you a beat, that's entirely different, right? What I'm talking about is I sit and make at least one beat every day, and then I have to do something with it. So I just put it up, right? And if you want my shit, come and get it, right? And
Yeah.
tell me that you want it. 'Cause,
That's
like,
what she said.
Also, the
because-
tell me what you wanted is important, by the way.
and tell me that
That's
you want.
what she said. Because
buy it.
consent is
Buy
everything.
it.
That
and
is
it's
what she said.
yours,
Consent
you know?
is everything.
That's
Tell me
the
that
real
you
point of
want
this
it.
podcast. Consent is everything.
Tell me
Yeah.
that
But,
you
like-
want it. Consent is everything.
Yo, but I think what Dallas is right about too, man. I've sent people beats exclusively, like, yo, this is for you, bro.
Yeah.
They're like, word. They'll tell me, oh yeah, crazy. I'm gonna work on it.
But what
Like,
if they
it'll be-
wasn't
no,
feeling
listen,
it? What if
listen.
you thought it was for them, but they didn't feel it?
But I literally, you didn't listen to me, girl. I said they literally said, "Yo, I love it. I'm writing to it right now."
They lie.
No, listen, girl, listen to the story. They'll make a song too. Then they'll do nothing to push it, get it out, mix it, whatever. It just be laziness too, or entitlement, where they think, oh, nah, I just exist, so success is going to come to me. Yeah. That's the wrong way to think in life.
Not for me. I had a very good engineer make me a song, and I really love the beat, but I personally feel like I did not give the beat what it needed to, so I told him after the fact. I told him after the fact, I really love this beat, but if anybody else can hop on this and you feel like they do better than me, take it. Yeah. That's something I do, so I feel like other artists should do. I really love this beat. I'll play for you after this, you know what I'm saying? And it was something I came up with the idea for him. I told him, I was like, this is the sample you should use, and go make the beat. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is something I thought of, but I can't do it.
Right.
You know? Yeah. He gave me the beat. I love the song. I personally felt like it should have been more natural. I was trying to force the song too much, so I didn't like the beat. Yeah. And so after the fact, I was like, yo, I love this beat so much. It's going to hurt me to say this, but I think you should do your thing with it and go make money with it.
That's what's up.
I've heard that before, too, from a couple people, but that's a rare thing.
And if they don't give you that, then you make the decision on your own.
Man, yo, listen, Nadi, if you knew me a little better, I will ghost the fuck out of somebody. I think it's disrespectful to half-ass something that I worked really hard on, and you're not going to do the same or give it the same treatment. I think you're, like, showing me that you don't respect my work. So I treat you like the same way you're treating me. I'm not gonna respect your work.
And there's
so
nothing
you know what
wrong
it is.
with
What it is. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's like when we were talking about earlier, learning how to walk away from people. Be like, yo, it's cool. We don't want to end things. Exactly. That's how it is, and that's how I think. It just makes life way easier, bro. Because then if you let each other go there in that music relationship, they're gonna go move on and probably find somebody who will tolerate their bullshit or whatever it is, and I will just get better by moving on myself, and I didn't waste weeks. You learn that with time, though, because in the beginning, I would always be mad potential. You know what I'm saying? Stop falling in love with that potential all the time.
Yeah, potential don't get you nowhere. That's how I felt with guys. That's how I feel with music. Like, I've learned that over the life.
It's a huge flaw in people.
Yeah, it ain't about potential.
It's a huge flaw. Yo, me and Dallas have been on the phone for hours before, and I'd be like, man, but I wish they did this. And he's like, and then same thing with him. When we talk about people in the past, and he'd be like, I was like, yeah, bro, but
y'all
we
be
can't
talking mad shit, huh?
Yeah, mad shit.
You ever talked about me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talk behind your back all the time. It's all good things so far.
Just chill. We'll tolerate it for
now. Yo, listen, if I ever talked about...
He be talking shit about me?
Yeah. Bad good shit.
What did he say?
You don't want to talk about it. We'll talk about it after the show.
It's not.
And I'm supposed to sit next to you. You in my seat. You're supposed to be behind the shit.
Hey, fuck you, okay? Hey,
you ain't even really with it. Go get on your little ass camera.
I got invited. Yo, Dallas needed to make the minority quota, all right? You know what I'm saying?
I needed otherwise I was getting canceled.
Yeah, the lighting, it would have messed up.
A racial conversation with a white guy.
It would have messed up the lighting because he made this for some dark people. And then he's like, all right, some darker people there. He's like, I can't be fucking the only. It's crazy.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
You want to get out of here now, huh?
Play Naughty's song. That she recorded.
Where is it?
It's in the folder on the Mac. Yeah, go to Finder, and then look for Studio Client Mixes on the left.
Oh, that talk me naked when I started dressing.
Scroll up, maybe.
I have to pee. Me too. So bad.
Oh wait, I gotta go back.
Just
you don't got no liquor, so you can take shots.
Just double, like two fingers.
I want to take a shot or something.
Like 2 fingers. Jerry, 2 fingers.
Oh, God.
Yeah, there you go. Go up. There you go. Studio Client Mixes. And then there it is.
Whoa, what's that? That's not my song.
I don't know why it was playing like that. Try that again.
Press play. When I started dressing. Fuels got that heat. All that talk be naked when I started dressing. You can feel me in your chest, yeah, that's all compression.
So that was the remix.
Say goodnight. Bye, guys.
I don't know what the fuck
that means. Y'all can hear it. You need to come to my show March 31st. It's going to be in Roxbury. You feel me? It's starting at 7 p.m. It's the Chamber. Pull up. I'm going to be performing against 7 other female artists. Perhaps. You feel me? So whoever wants to pull up, pop out and come support your girl, Naughty.
The Chamber?
The Chamber.
Where's
so
that
all
at?
of us.
The Addy?
It's going to be in Roxbury. I can give you the Addy. But basically
Roxbury's
it's
like 2 blocks. Y'all find it.
Yeah, basically it's like... just like 8 female artists going against each other. So they start off with 8 artists, they go 2 by 2, and then the next 4 go off, and then the next 2 go off.
You mean they're gonna go against each other? Like we talking music?
Yeah, music. So it's 4 Peaver Place, Roxbury, Massachusetts. Like imagine two females, 2 females, 2 females. That's 8. And then once those winners go against each other, that's 4 females. It's in a bracket. So those 2 females go against each other, and those 2 females go against each other. And then after that, 1 and 1.
Okay, gotcha.
And the winner wins $500.
Oh,
and the winner is gonna be me, so I can take the money and put it to Voice of the Baddies.
Because it is 2023, can people identify as a woman and go compete?
Yeah.
They already.
But on that note,
they already picked their women.
All right. Thank you for watching.
Bye, guys.
The podcast.
Big Naughty in this bitch. Naughty with 2 eyes because I'm extra. You playing some other shit and it ain't me. Oh, man. I gotta.
Stop streaming.